myself. Unmute you.
Oh, we lost Harry. Uh-oh. There he is.
You lost me?
On my screen, because I minimized your window for a second, and then
Why would you ever do that?
back. Welcome to another exciting episode of Nuzlocke Race.
Yeah.
Nappany Nuzlocke Race.
Dude, I've been looking forward to this for a while now.
Nappany Frankfurt to be the Nappany Deserano.
Yeah. Alright. Let's see. Hey, David. First. We got number one.
I don't have a first yet. I had one viewer a second ago, and it might have been a bot. It always seems like I have one. As
Probably me.
Okay, that makes sense. It's like nobody's here to type first. It's okay. First, there he is.
I got you. Alright. File load state. If I remember correctly, I should be right outside the. Yes, I am.
Oh, wait. You know what?
Right outside the islands.
Badges. It says badges 3 Pokédex 21, but that's my actual save file. That's not my save slot. Save state. Save state is at. Scott. I still have 3 badges, and my Pokédex is at 24. I got a couple more. Got that Snorlax. Oh, Harry Eagle subscribed for 6 months and is on a 5-month streak. Look at you go. That's up there, you know. That's
It is. I know. I have to remember every month to go and click resubscribe with Prime. I have to remember to do that.
It's kind of funny that they don't let you. I mean, I guess it's money that Amazon loses, right? I was gonna say it's funny that they don't let you just do like a recurring sub with Prime, but
yes. Yeah, it's money out of their pockets.
Oh well.
All right.
Well, I appreciate it. I guess I need to pray. So I'm gonna start that off. I changed my layout a little bit. I made the game a little bit bigger, and I think I made me a little bit bigger, but
maybe.
And I think I made you a little bit smaller, but you're huge in your camera, so
I am pretty big, yeah.
That's all right.
I'm a big guy.
He's a great big guy. Huge. Put the Pokemon music for a second here.
I will turn down my music. Let it rip.
All right, dear God, thank you for just bringing us back together here. I thank you for safe travels on the weekend, and just pray that the stream will be a blessing to people, and that you would just use it to glorify you and to reach people and touch people's hearts. Amen. So,
oh, I'm like very sorry with the Beyblade reference as you started playing.
Let it rip.
Also,
I didn't even really notice.
I'm pretty sure
I noticed
my
that you said
stream,
it, but I didn't take it.
I'm pretty sure my stream is way behind on your stream. I just looked over and I was raising the roof on this for the subs. Oh my goodness. Let her rip. Dear God.
You're just jumping it. Just arms in the air. Vibing.
Yeah, during your prank. It's great.
It's so funny because Let Her Rip had to have been a thing before Beyblade, but now
100%.
you hear it and you think Beyblade. I didn't when you said it. I was like, alright, I'll go. If anything, I have, when I hear people say rip, I think of that song of like, just out for a rip, are you, bud?
Oh man, that's funny.
So yeah, in other news, my eye is messed up. I got for like the last year or so, I've been getting these floaty things that like With like spider webs floating in my eye, and I think it's like blood from veins that are leaking and inside my eyeball.
Yeah.
It's gross. But usually they go away after a while. They float around in there and they're distracting a little bit. Who subbed? Max, welcome, Mac. Thank you so much. Been subscribed for 8 months. Says you're the best.
He just two-upped me.
Says Max the best. Oh, it says Harry's the best. Oh no. They're gonna have to fight it out. Let her rip.
Let her rip. To the Thunderdome we go.
Yeah. These floaty things in my eyes usually go away. I'm telling this story now before Tanya shows up because she doesn't like it. It's gross, and so she goes, just like with the coffee story, she goes,
well, I'll talk about that story in a bit.
You're the one that went,
yeah. Jokingly,
anyway. Very recently, over like the last week or so, either those things have gotten worse or something else is now also like in my eye and leaking because I have like a huge blurry spot in my one eye, and so I'm hoping that this isn't like a worsening. I'll see the doctor about it and get it checked out, but
good.
Hopefully it's not something that just continues to get worse and makes it so that I can't play video games, because that would suck.
It would. Or it's just the one eye, right?
So far.
You could wear an eye patch.
I think it's due to my diabetes, and so there's strong chance that if it happens in one eye, it could start to happen in the other one too. What were you saying? It's just wear an eye patch?
Yeah.
Until that's a silver lining for sure.
Until then, you're the born again, or you're Captain Born Again Gamer.
Will they let you drive with an eye patch though, because your peripheral vision is severely hampered then, right?
I will just leave you with this. My uncle has one eye, and they allow him to drive.
Okay.
So.
All right. Fair.
Yes.
Because I have been like, it's distracting. So like at work on Thursday and Friday, I was having to type and read for long periods of time at my computer, and I was just closing my one eye and sitting there with the other eye open because it's distracting. It's floating around. I can see better with both eyes open for sure.
Yeah.
It is impacting my vision, but it's not, you know what I mean? Like, it's better with both eyes open.
Uh-huh.
But it's less distracting if I close one eye. That's fun. That's what's going on in my life. How's your life going? You're feeling healthier now?
Yeah, I'm feeling much better now. That's for sure.
That's good.
What's going on here?
So how many weeks? We only missed 1 week, right? We did the week before.
I want to say we did. Yeah, so last week I forgot to message you saying that I went to the hospital to get some fluids in me. And
I knew you were sick, so I guess I should have just assumed that you were sick and you probably wouldn't be on. But...
Yeah, I wonder if I still have the bruises from it. I do a bit. I don't know if you can see it on stream. Yeah, you sort of can. You can see the bruise right here from the IV. Because, I mean, between my CT scan with contrast that they did in the morning after, and the night before, they stuck me 3 times on that arm. And then I also have a bruise in this arm too. It's mostly gone. Because they poked me a lot of times because they had a hard time finding a vein because I was so dehydrated.
Okay, there's a delay in the stream.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So, also, the first time they put an IV in, they put it in my right arm, and she got like almost no blood out of it. She's just like, oh, like this is really weird. She's like, I can't like get any blood out of this one, but it's in the vein. Oh. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. So she's like, but it's good for an IV, so put the IV in there. Anyway, so she put the IV in, and after about 10 minutes, I noticed my arm was kind of numb, and I looked down at my arm, and my bicep is big, like it's inflated. And I was just like, what is going on? What is happening here? And turns out all the IV fluids that they were putting in we're going.
We're just going in. Like
We're
a
just
muscle.
going into my arm. So there's this guy on TikTok. His name's Bazooka Hands or something like that.
Yeah, I've seen him.
Yeah, I was beginning to look like that guy. So anyways, he popped up on my feed this morning, and I saw the video of, like, I saw the video, and I'm like, oh my goodness, this is too perfect. So I went and got the I went and shared
Did you take a
the.
picture?
No, I shared the video with Tanya and Holly. I'm like me for 24 hours, and he was just like, gigantic floppy arms. Because
Did you take pictures of your own arms? You should have.
I took a video. It's hard to tell in videos, but like,
yeah.
if you felt my arm, it was very obvious. Do you want to trade your Raichu for an electrode? Worst trade of life, my man.
Eliza just gained 666 experience points, and I was like, "Oh, you get rid of her now?"
Yeet. Do I talk to you about this fossil? Oh yeah, I'm an important doctor. I can say that too. But anyways, while I was in the hospital, like, I was there for 7 hours on the first day.
Yeah.
I spent a lot of time on TikTok, obviously, and I started watching streams of people opening up Pokemon cards.
Oh, yeah, there's quite a few of those.
There's quite a few of those.
I don't understand, like, I mean, I guess they're probably making a ton of money and they don't actually care, but like sometimes they'll be like, should I open this pack or cut it in half without even opening it? And I'm like, I can't watch this.
I didn't see any of those. The ones that I saw were legit businesses that like would get boxes of Pokemon cards and sell them, like, and then people would buy the packs and they'd open the packs for the people. And other people would watch to see what people got, and then they would go and.
I guess if you could buy it and then be like, oh, there was a really expensive card in there. Do you want to sell it back to us? And then like.
No, well, like, basically they offer, like, with some of the packs they offer like a free grading, like they'll send it off to get graded.
Oh, okay.
So. Like, there was one box that they had. It was I don't know, you might even remember it. I don't know if you ever bought Pokemon cards back when you were a kid. But it was the fossil pack. Gen 1 fossil pack. It had Aerodactyl on it. They were for
Game Boy. Ever play the Game Boy card game?
No. Anyways, this specific pack that they have now is they sell these individual packs. They have 11 cards in them. They sell them for $450 a pack. The box sells for $15,000. I was just like, what? This is insane. Oh, I just realized I walked in here and took out a Grimer and a cough. Do I already have a coughing and a Grimer though? I feel like I caught a coughing and a Grimer. I'm gonna go check real quick. I might have already caught those. Pokedex. Maybe I didn't. No, I haven't caught a Grimer. Alright, well, there goes my chance to catch something inside the burnt mansion. Anyway, like, the one card that I saw someone pull from the fossil pack, it was a holographic Zapdos. Like one of the Gen 1 cards. And graded.
Like, you have like an unopened box of cards that's like 10, 15 years old.
Yeah, and like it took them a lot to open the pack.
crazy.
Oh, it's a
'Cause
Ponyta.
That's old school. And
Oh yeah. So anyways, while I was watching people open these packs, like I saw some of the packs, like some of the cards that they were pulling, and I'm just like, oh man, that's a really cool card. Oh, that's a really cool card. I really like that. I like that too. And I now have a list of cards that I would like to get. And I think it's like 6 cards. It's like, yep, these are my 6 cards that I'd like to go and get, and I'd like to buy them already graded so that I don't have to go and send them off to get graded. And that is that is my party right there.
I'm gonna buy a box and open it and try and get them yourself.
No. And like the one card, like it's actually the Japanese, like it's got it's the Japanese version of it, and it's got really cool artwork.
Kids and I were somewhere recently, and they had some Japanese Pokemon cards, and I was like, oh, that's
you can get some really cool. You can get some really cool artwork.
It might have been the Napanee Comic-Con.
Oh yeah.
There was quite a few tables that had binders and binders and binders of Pokemon cards. I think one of them had Pokemon cards that were Japanese. I think one of the kids might have got a Metapod or a Caterpie or something like that was like a Japanese card. I thought it was pretty cool. Metapod's such a Japanese Pokemon, like.
Yes. Gigantic eyes.
I don't know what it is about them, like,
no, it's the gigantic eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the lines, the shape of his body and everything.
Yes.
Like it kind of gives me samurai vibes a little bit, even though he doesn't have arms and legs or anything else.
It looks like, even though it looks like a samurai cut off all of his arms and legs.
I don't know, something about him. Yeah, because he doesn't have a mouth, so he's like a ninja with a mask on or something, right? Change Pokemon.
I need to find.
Get you some experience points. How's it going, Mac? Mac dropped a sub like 15 minutes ago, and then I never heard from him.
Hello.
I also didn't ask him how he was doing. So.
Where are the rare candies? Apparently there's 2 rare candies inside of this.
You still in like the Seafoam Cave? No, you're in the mansion.
I'm in the burnt mansion. Apparently there's two of them here.
You've only got 4 badges, but you're about to do the 7th gym.
This is the order I've always done it in.
He's gonna be a lot higher level. I don't think their levels don't change based on your levels, do they?
No, but like, I've always. I mean, like
It's always worked out for you.
Yeah, it's always worked out for me. I mean, what's the difference between doing it like this and?
You would get more experience points from the other gyms as you go along and be higher level when you get there. But I guess when you go back to the other gyms, you're gonna like overpower them severely.
Yeah, but like, yeah, it's like, how much higher level am I gonna be, right?
I don't know. Google. Remind me in 2 hours to change the laundry. Don't forget. Feeling the remnants of the cold that I had.
Yeah.
Wonder if getting sick is part of what's done something with my eye, like coughing and.
Possibly.
I have noticed before that like those wispy things would show up when I would like either like lift something really heavy or like strain myself, like if I
got really upset
and yelled or something like that. Not that I do that a ton, but
yeah,
I
the
would
big
notice
poop.
it right after. Like my blood pressure going up did it. And so I wonder if being sick and coughing and one day I took some aspirin, which is a blood thinner, so that probably didn't help.
Yeah.
But yeah, still got sniffles and a little bit
Ooh,
of
a
something going
muck.
on in the throat.
Level 39
Yeah.
muck. That would have been nice to catch. Instead, I will slash him to pieces. Oh boy. Slash with a critical hit did less than half.
And I would have thought anything that had to do with being sharp wouldn't do anything against a muck. It would just like absorb the blow.
Yeah, because he's like silly putty. I have to go and find a rare candy so I can revive my war turtle.
You know what I watched? I watched Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, that movie that everybody seems to hate right now.
I haven't seen it yet.
Didn't hate it.
No?
It's alright.
How you doing, Daddy?
I put it on when I was really tired one night and I fell asleep during it, so then I had to start it again the next night, but it was good. I enjoyed it.
You know what movie I really struggled to get through?
So,
Skyfall.
Skyfall?
Yeah.
Who's Bond?
James Bond, Skyfall.
I like that one.
It was a good movie. It was nothing against the movie. It was the song. I used to watch, like, it came out when I was in high school. And I don't know what it was, but Adele would just lull me to sleep as the movie was opening. And I would fall asleep at, like, it was the best way for me to go to bed, I guess. It was just to listen to Adele. Not even. It was literally the opening of the movie.
They don't do a little bit of like an opening scene and then do the song? Like
No,
the
opening scene is the song, basically.
Oh.
And I was out by the end of the song every single time. I think I tried like 6 times to watch that movie. And then one night I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna watch this instead of playing video games tonight. And I sat down at 7 o'clock and watched Skyfall. And I'm like, what a great movie. But I was never able to get through it before that.
Which the best because it says that Harry's the
Yeah,
best.
I mentioned that earlier, Renee, that it says they're both the best. Are you heading up to bed? I think I left my watch up at camp.
Oh, you might be up there next weekend
Can you leave my hat here, please?
if Mackenzie can do the piano for Mom.
I think Mackenzie's busy. He's got family down visiting and stuff like that. Cool. Oh, what am I doing? Oh. Pikachu versus Pikachu. Levels too low. Switch back to... Sorry. Talk Jen. Is it in the charging shelf? Oh yeah, yes it is. And your parents are coming home tomorrow, aren't they? So they can grab it. That's perfect. Thank you. Talk Jen. Saving the day. It's funny because it's a smartwatch, and so I can get my text messages and do quite a few different things on it. But the thing that I use the most on it is a flashlight that like you hit a button and the whole screen lights up white.
Yeah.
I use it to get to my bed all the time.
I'm blind.
Usually when I'm going up to bed, I'm carrying a laundry basket. So if I'm not carrying anything, I'll just use my phone flashlight.
Right.
But if I'm carrying like a laundry basket or something, then having the light on my wrist is nice because I can kind of point it around.
So right now you're like Velma. You're like, I'm blind. I can't see. Without my glasses. It was my watch. my watch. I can't see without my watch.
He's very, what's his name? James, the guy from, like, It's a Wonderful Life. I don't know. If she's watching, she'll tell me when it's done. his voice that sounded a lot like that. No, not John Cena. It wasn't John Cena. It's Kylie Donovan subbed for 9 months.
Oh, she won up.
On a 3-month streak.
Won up Smack.
Tanya and Carly are like neck and neck, I think. Jimmy Stewart, that's right, Jimmy Stewart. Like, just the way he said, like, my watch. Thank you, Jennifer. And how's it going, Tanya? And how's it going, Carly? Everybody finally got here. You guys must have been putting your kids to bed or something.
Calcium.
What Jen was.
I'm pretty sure my wife is still in bed. I woke up from a nap and she was napping and my kid was in bed. And it was like 7 o'clock. The entire house was sleeping. So
it's crazy.
Wilson House was
I
recovering.
Took a couple naps today up at camp.
Wilson House has been recovering from convention.
Yeah.
We meant to pack up stuff in our house today, like just, you know, stuff that we don't need lying around. And that did not happen.
I've heard that quite a few people are recovering, like multiple different families. Like the other day, Tanya messaged me about a post that somebody made on the Facebook page.
Yeah.
And I was like, I was driving and I was really distracted and like the kids were making a lot of noise. I was in a drive-through at Starbucks, and so like kind of could look at my phone and kind of look at it. But my brain just wasn't in a place to like decipher what this person was posting, and I was like, you know, I'm not the only person that can do this. And
Yeah.
she's like, yeah, but everybody else is sleeping from convention. I was like, oh no.
Yeah, it was pretty rigorous. In your store, Harry, is the biggest size of cushions are the pillows for your bed. They're like pillows for your couch. They're like this. Yeah, they're like this. That's the biggest size.
I can sell on mine. I can sell little cases. And then you could put them on your pillows for your bed. I guess you could like put them in and put them on couch cushions too if you wanted to.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about it. I might get some. Cool.
I have to put an order in for my store soon.
I know, 'cause I want your sticker. Man.
I know you do.
I got a spot right on the back of my laptop.
After we move, I have to order a few stickers. I had to put one on the back of Tanya's car without her permission. No more room for items? Ah.
I did get a few comments. I know, Tanya. I'm sorry that I was also
Calcium.
brain dead at the moment. It was like it was hard because I was like, my eye was wonky and I was like, ugh.
Ah. Found iron. I need to find the stinking rare candies.
For candy.
Well, I was able to raise Fox's Ninetales defense, which is extremely important because he's weak when it comes to defense.
Didn't he already die like 3 times?
Yeah, I think 4. He's used up the 4 of the 11 rare candies in the game.
Okay, yeah, so I got a message from a guy the other day. I think it was the day I got to Coburg, so it must have been Saturday, because I headed up Saturday morning. I was going to stay home and do my
clean the house.
Podcast episode I was going to clean the house and do a podcast episode with Sizable Dwarf later. And I had to cancel that because the kids were sick and Jenny was getting stressed out there. So went up there, but parked at the Walmart to go in and grab some stuff. And Harry laughs. Yeah, it's okay. It's funny. It's a funny story, you know. Guy messaged me. He's like, "Hey, my daughter saw
Steve.
your sticker on the back of your car,
See, I'm doing some
And I thought I'd
browsing.
reach out and get in touch with you, and I was like, oh, this is
And Mr.
I
Costa?
said like in Coburg, and he's like, yeah, she's at Lakeshore, and I was like, I'm at Lakeshore, and well, she saw it at Walmart, but she didn't know that I was at the camp, and she was apparently at the camp too. And he was a pastor. He's transitioned into being a chaplain for an esports team, and I was like, oh, that's really neat sounding.
Interesting. Yeah, that is very interesting. Your brother has been driving me nuts. My brother, right? Don't even, Steve.
It's the first time I've really noticed, like, heard from somebody who saw my sticker or something like that.
Yeah.
It was at Walmart. She saw it at Walmart. But was also staying at the camp for the weekend.
Oh no, Slash was disabled. If only I was.
But he says he knows some people that stay at the camp, and
figured you were gonna say Albert.
Well, he says he wants to hook up sometime and have some coffee and chat. And it's like, oh,
you mean link up?
Yes, link up. It sounds way better.
Sounds so much better.
Social climate.
Yes.
I'm gonna start using that because the other word is how I would have said it 10, 15 years ago, but it meant something different, didn't it?
Oh, goodness gracious. Wait, have you been telling people that we've been hooking up in different ways?
Yeah, I hook up with tons of people.
Oh no. Oh no, yeah. No, no.
Do you know what gritty means?
It's
gritty. With two T's, it means like you're like rough and tumble kind of person. Like you get in there and get stuff done. Like a hockey player who's gritty.
Where have I been? I have been. Let's see. Last week I was sick.
I didn't know until
for like 4 days.
Yeah.
And then.
Is that what she's talking about, Harry, or?
No.
Oh, no.
It's a dance move. It's a dance move. Yeah.
To the gritty.
Yeah. Yeah. Last week, Steve, I was sick for 4 days. Like barely get out of bed, sick. I lost 8 pounds in 3 days.
This is a weird question.
And then I was on. Do you want to Pokemon with me? And then after that, I was. I went to convention on the weekend, so I worked for basically 2 days straight. So all last week I was basically super busy. Fox is paralyzed. Oh.
The kids did the laughing challenge tonight with water in their mouth. I'd suck at that game. Oh yeah, that's a rough game.
Yeah, you just basically had to look at Tanya the wrong way.
Exactly. I used to watch a guy on YouTube called Joe Santagato, and him and his brother would do it. They'd put water in their mouth, and then they'd do a really terrible, like, it's that thing where you write words in the story. It's like a story, and you write in nouns and verbs and stuff. Mad Libs. We do like a Mad Lib.
Right.
That would be funny. Up, Stevie. Cream everywhere. Oh, cream everywhere from the story at the. You're mixing two different stories. Yeah, I hear you now. There he knows. Yeah.
Does not take much.
I still have Dr. Hell in my party when I've got Harry now. And they're the same model. I should get rid of. Need like a dirt-based Pokemon.
Dirt. You are dirt. Never forget it.
Oh, I said Stevie before. It's Steve-O. And were you here Oh, you weren't. You might not have been here or seen the stream. There was a guy that came in the other night. I think they raided. The guy came in and his name was Solomon Hungry. But I kept calling him Salmon. And then he like subscribed, or he gave me bits or something like that, and I wrote salmon on the sticker that I put on my wall. So it says Salmon Hungry. I was like, I'm not changing that. I don't want it.
Harry had to participate? No, Harry got to participate.
Played a form of ad libs at supper time. Harry had to participate. Got to? You're saying you got to.
Yeah, I'm saying it was a privilege.
You got to. You got to. You got to. You got to. I was like, why does that sound familiar? Because it's the bad guy in I'm terrible with words and names and the names of things and Stiller plays a model. Lander.
I'm done with Warzone. Way too many cheaters and hackers. I'm now playing Hogwarts and Fortnite solo. I'm really enjoying Hogwarts. I need to finish Hogwarts.
Thing's been out for a while now.
I know. I haven't had the time to play it. If I'm playing,
Stream it?
Yeah, I mean, I did stream for a while, but I just haven't had the time to go back and finish it.
That's why I like to stream things, because it forces me to continue on with it. Whereas, like, if I wasn't streaming stuff, I might start a game and then, like, not play it for months. Although been fun. I've been actually Oh, he turned himself into a miniature version of himself to try and evade my attacks, but I used Swift.
Yeah, I know. I've got Swift too, and it's very nice for that specific. Where are the rare candies?
Oh, Chanhan's playing the secret command game. There is a new hint tonight. Although, Holly's not here, so she hasn't changed the question of the day.
Oh, is that her job? Is that her job as mod?
I made her a moderator so that she could do it because I always forget. And tonight I was actually down here. I was actually down in the basement early enough with enough time left to change the question of the day. But I thought, why? Holly's going to do it anyway. So I left it. Beef stir-fry taco. That's an interesting one. I've never heard of that before, but I bet it's good. Boy. Little sour cream on there.
There's lots to do in it. I got the broom today. That's where I'm at. So you're not. I mean, I guess you're a good bit behind me still.
Friday night, I just was like, I had the house to myself all night long. So like after everybody left, I just sat on the couch and just sat in the quiet. Like browse social media on my phone for like 3 hours, and then I was like, oh, I didn't have supper. So I got up at like 9 o'clock up off the couch and started making some food, and I had like some chicken in the fridge, so I threw that in the frying pan with some Brussels sprouts that were like in there for a while and probably were gonna go bad soon, and like some onion and some taco seasoning. And then like after I cooked it all up with a little bit of cheese, and then I like poured ranch sauce all over it. It was so good. So good. I got leftovers in the fridge I forgot about. I'd like to have some more.
Your Friday, you said that was Friday night?
It's Friday night.
Yeah, your Friday night seems a whole lot more chill than my Friday night.
Let me They just said, "Hey, Dad," but I don't see them. Oh, hey. Good night.
Where's the child?
Love you, bud. In the morning.
Yeah, at one point I dropped off. So I dropped off all the kids at the church in Ottawa.
Yep.
Stayed there for a little bit with them, and then went to
Okay.
went to the hotel and checked into the hotel. Brought all their bags up to their rooms, and then went back to the church and to help finish out the first session. And then we went to back to the hotel after that.
Hey, just a noob, or just a newbie. How's it going tonight? What's your born again story? Well, be honest. I've said before in the past that I wish it was more exciting, and then been told by other people who have exciting stories that no, you should just be happy with with your life the way it is. But I was raised in the church. I grew up Christian. My parents were Christians before I was born, and took me to church. And is there such a crossover between Christian and anime streamers? I'm not 100% sure. It does seem to be quite the niche.
Why does he look like Carlson
all
Magson?
the Christian Facebook
Which
pages
one?
that I
Me or
follow
him?
about gaming have a lot of people who post about anime.
Oh,
Anyway,
me.
that's my story. Yeah, raised Christian.
You mean Magnus Carlsen?
Believe in it. I've seen miracles happen. I love to learn about it as well, and I continue to try and learn and grow in my faith. I accepted Jesus when I was 15 in probably one of the most cliche forms possible at a Heaven's Gates and Hell's Flames performance. Don't get a score on your testimony. No, that's true. You don't.
So
it was sincere.
I just got compared to Magnus Carlsen, the chess player. I haven't pulled up on the stream.
It sounds like they're comparing your Pokemon skills with Magnus Carlsen.
No, they're comparing our looks. If he had a beard.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe.
we got the same eyes.
When I hear that name though, because so many of the people that are in like the World's Strongest Men competitions are like Swedish or like European descent, that's where my mind goes when I hear names like that. Anyone who's named Magnus probably is like in the World's Strongest Man competition. Hey, just a newbie. Thank you for the sub with Prime, and thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it. Hope you,
that's cool.
Enjoy yourself here.
Do you ever get compared to people? Like,
Anybody?
Yeah, do people ever come into your chat and be like, "Hey, you look like so and so"?
No, not very much.
It happens to me all the time.
When I was in public school, a lot of kids told me that I looked like Mr. Bean.
Mr. Bean?
Yeah.
Have
One
you
of my
heard?
friends actually took to calling me Bean. Like, that's how he would refer to me. He'd be
That's
like,
awesome. Have you ever heard the theory that he's an alien?
No.
Well, we'll get to
First
that.
stream, born again, prays, does worship, and loves chatting and working out our faith. As followers of Christ. That's true. I don't see it. No, when I was a kid, I had like big nose, big ears. I was skinny and dark hair. There was more of a resemblance when I was younger.
We got to go and heal up my Pokemon here while I continue this
ever
search.
since I met you, like it's been at least 10 times that you've told me someone comes into your stream and it's like, hey, by the way, you look like so and so.
Yeah, someone's hey, it's Giga Chad, or I get that one a lot actually. Like, I'm shocked, for someone that's got two chins. I'm actually surprised that people compare me to Giga Chad as often as they do. What's the game you're playing? I'm playing Pokemon Blue, and he's playing Pokemon Red, so it's the same game, just slightly different Pokemon in that we're able to catch, but it's the exact same story. And we're doing a race, a Nuzlocke race, so we've got specific rule sets that are outside of the game's scope that we're allowed to, that we had to follow. And first one to finish wins, I guess. The only difference, or the only change to the rule set that we're doing is, because this is the first time either one of us have done a Nuzlocke run, is if a Pokemon faints, we can revive a Pokemon by using a rare candy on it. That's like a little bit of a house rule that we have. Who's currently winning? I'm currently winning.
Yeah,
I would
Harry's
say.
definitely winning.
Let's see how many. I think I've got 5. I've got 5 badges now.
It says, I have so many people come up asking me if I'm so-and-so, that I look like so-and-so. I usually say I get that often. I guess I've had a good mold and kept going with it.
Oh, a Magmar.
Hey, that should be our question of the day. Let me change. Have you tried changing the question of the day, Tanya? Do you want to try that, or should I just do it? Remember the command for it? I was getting a little bit worried here because this area of the map reminds me of the area of the map from Gold and Silver, where you have to
I
fight.
see
the
you
girl
look
that has
like
the
Gotham
tank.
Chess. Oh no, who's that? Now I have to look up Gotham Chess.
There's once, but I don't remember it now. Let me do it.
Gotham Chess.
Gotham Chess.
Talking about Levy Rosman? I don't see it at all. This guy? When I search Gotham Chess, yeah, this is the guy that comes up. I don't see that at all.
Page is cut off a little bit because you're zoomed in for your Pokemon game. Left side of the page is cut off a bit.
Oh, yeah, it was. Yeah, it is cut off, isn't it?
There we go. We got a new question of the day, peeps. Mark Zuckerberg. This game just doesn't feel the same when you don't have to save every 3 minutes because you're battling against the batteries you stole from the remote. You know what, Mark? You're right. Playing it on a Game Boy just has something special about it. I have this Game Boy.
So you need to look exactly. There's a lot of people that look similar to me, I guess.
Keep it up on my wall on display because I really like it and I'm proud of it. And I don't have batteries in it, which is good because batteries leak, and usually I try to take batteries out of things before I put them up. But let me.
Thank you for the sub.
It's been around for a little while.
Tech
no. I mean, I'm interested to hear how he stumbled across the screen, but he might have already told us at some point. Go full screen here.
Norg.
This is my.
Let's play Tech.
White custom Game Boy. I put white buttons on the white body.
That's pretty cool.
And a clear power button on top. And then it has a silver screen cover. That silver shiny screen cover that it has is from a special edition version of the Game Boy that they created for a magazine called Famitsu in Japan. It says like Game Boy Pocket, and then beside it says Famitsu 1997 Model F, which is kind of neat. So I like ordered all these different parts online and then combined them together and put them together.
That's cool.
And that's how I like to play my Pokemon game. I like to take it out on the go.
There's a couple of different handhelds that you can get that you can
Change the covers on them.
no, well, like they come in with like 4 gigs of storage on them, and they've got buttons on the back, and they look like a Game Boy Color, but you can play all sorts of different ROMs on them, and you can basically load them up with every Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance ROM out there.
What's it called?
There's multiple like versions out there.
Yeah, but there's one big one that like they're the main ones that they make them like good quality, and then there's other, like, knockoffs that sell them for like half price. But
self-destruct, that's not gonna be good.
Oh, there's a really good
critical
one
hit too.
That has that, where like it has the shoulder buttons on the back, right? They look like triggers. No. Trying to think of the name of them, but anyway, it doesn't matter. But yeah, there's quite a few. I bought one that looks a little bit like a little miniature Nintendo Switch Lite.
Yeah.
And that has like SD card. I can load it up with ROMs and stuff. Which I like playing with.
I wanted to get one, and then I realized, you know what? I've got my phone and my tablet, and I can do everything on there. it's hard to
really necessary.
It's hard to justify spending the money on it. Do you have a new nickname now?
Big ones, like the ones you're talking about, with like the good shoulder buttons on the back and stuff like that, and the good quality ones are like they
over
can be like
$150.
$150.
Yeah.
Like the one I bought was 25, so I was like, I don't mind dropping 25 bucks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mark Zuckerberg says Tanya says our passive cross. I didn't cross. Oh. And Mark says, I've been trying to consume more positive media that isn't that fake positive, if that makes sense. Oh yeah, it does, totally.
100%. Finding family-friendly streamers is hard.
Yeah. And like I've been finding that my algorithm on TikTok and stuff like that and Facebook is leading me towards these guys that go out almost like a Mr. Beast style thing, where they go out and they find people and they just give them money.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I love this. It's super heartwarming and positive, but is it real? I'm not 100% sure. I don't know. But I feel like if it's impacting me in a positive way, if it's inspiring me, then I'll just keep watching it and consuming it.
Goes to the bank, drains savings account.
Well, that's the problem though, right? I thought about that the other day too, because I have heard that there's people, they get this, there's a name for it, where like you're addicted to giving. And you essentially give too much and you can't sustain yourself, and then your family suffers from it.
It's no different than the gambling. It's the same. It's the same. It's a dopamine hit, right?
Dopamine, yeah.
It's hard because they curse a lot. Yeah, exactly. That's why, like, I've been streaming for two years, and I would started streaming in February, so 2 years and a few months. And right from the beginning, like, I'm not a person that swears ever, so having that on my stream was easy to implement. It's just a matter of when I play with other people, making sure that they're also respecting that. Because I don't just play Pokemon. I play shooter games and other types of games, such as like Sons of the Forest and Minecraft. If I have people join the stream, I want to make sure that they're gonna follow the rules of the stream and they're gonna respect the stream.
It's even harder with games that have proximity chat, like they did with Warzone.
Yeah.
Then you have no control over it unless you turn it off.
Yeah. And like there was one time I was playing Warzone, and I mean it was actually really funny. I made a really good clip out of it. Where like there was probably like 8 people around, and we're all in prox chat, and we're all like talking to each other, and they're all like yelling and swearing. I'm like, guys, I'm a family-friendly streamer. Like, how am I supposed to? I'm like, I'm gonna have to edit out so many swear words. And the guy's like, oh, you're on YouTube? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, oh, He's like, well, we haven't sworn that much. I'm like, yeah, you guys have. He's like, oh, I'm sorry, bud. I'm sorry.
That's nice. Thought it was the one where you killed the guy with the grenade like around a corner and he swore like 5 times in like 30 seconds.
I mean, in Tarkov, it's pretty funny too, because when they swear in Tarkov, I will literally jump on the like, I'll just hold the button down and I'll just go
Language.
and usually they just start killing themselves laughing. They just can't stop laughing. It is really funny. Good luck, Harry. I'm gonna go now. All right, Tech. We'll see you later, buddy. Thanks for the sub, and we'll hopefully see you in future streams. Have a good night, man.
Beef tacos de lengua. You can't see Harry. What? Oh, because I went to the big camera. That's right. You can't see Harry. I should have remembered to do that before. Or the game. I've just been here chilling, looking at Pokemon. I stand here for the reminder. Beef soft shell taco.
Do I have a rules command?
Let's focus on this.
I don't even know if I have a rules command. That's
the
a
rules for Nuzlocke. Mine's called Nuz rules or something like that. Is that what you mean?
No, I mean like rules for the chat.
Oh. I think I do. That's why I had to do a Nuz rules because I already had a rules.
Yeah.
Something like that. Does it not pop up? I know on Twitch when you watch somebody, the very first time you go to type in chat, it comes up. If they have rules, it comes up.
Yeah,
and shows you
I'm pretty sure it does, if I remember correctly. All right, we will press this secret switch.
One of my greatest achievements as a 38
Is your rare candy?
man.
Full restore.
Trainer. That junior trainer.
Not them rules. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I have like actual rules set up for that. I'm gonna have to do that. I mean, you can't swear in my chat. Like it won't let you. I had to painstakingly type every swear word I could think of in the English language into my
Googled.
filter.
Googled a list and copied and pasted it. It's very extensive.
Yes. And like I had to type like variations of it with on the end.
Yeah.
ER on the end. and then I had to go look up racial slurs and type those in too. By the time I was done, I felt disgusting. I was just like, oh. Went and took 3 showers. It was rough. It was rough.
So am I on a new route?
James saw a spider in his room. We're never going to sleep. I have a good story about something like that. When I was a kid, I saw a spider in my room, and I tried to kill it, and it landed in my bed. I was probably 11 at the time. And I told my mom, I'm like, Mom, I tried to kill a spider to land in my bed. Like, can we please change like the sheets in my bed so that I can, sleep? And she's like, no, it's fine. You're like, hey, it's just a spider. I'm like, oh. Anyways, that was like one of the first nights where my sleepwalking started happening, because she said she came out late, like later on that evening, and I'm standing in the middle of the hallway, and she's like, what are you doing? And I said, and I started talking to her in my sleep, but when I'm sleeping, I think my sentences don't always make sense.
Oh, makes sense, yeah.
So what came out of my mouth, or if I remember correctly, was spider in bed, me no sleep.
I mean, that makes more sense than I thought it was going to. I was just picturing, like, I've woken up sometimes to Jen talking in her sleep, and I try to, like, carry on a conversation with her, because I think that she's awake. And I feel like I probably just didn't understand her because I'm, like, way asleep. So like sometimes I wake up to like her mumbling something. It doesn't happen often. It's like once or twice in the last 15 years, but
Yeah.
no, not.
I talk in my sleep.
I wouldn't say that you talk in your sleep. I would say that you have spoken in your sleep once or twice.
I'm a very active sleeper. So my sister would come home from work and have like full-on conversations with me, and I wouldn't remember it in the morning. And my wife would have full-on conversations with me and record me in my sleep. And
That's awesome. That's good.
I always hated it because I'd wake up and she'd show me this recording of me in my sleep, and it's just like, oh man, like this is not good. Like this is bad. And like some of the things I say in my sleep, like I would never ever say like when I'm awake. It's like where did that, like one time I was talking about dogs on a pirate ship and they were the pirates, and it was just like, oh my goodness, this is, and like I said some questionable things that night. Like
That's the thing is like, I said something to Jen. She's like, well, they went out, and I'm like, who went out? And she's like, just check on them, and I'm like, what are you talking about? Then she'd like switch topics completely. It would be something else, and I was like, oh man, this is not real. This isn't happening. So I just like went back to sleep.
Like I'll tell you about some of the stuff I said about like that night some other time when we're not on stream, because like I literally cannot repeat it on stream. That's how out of character it was for me.
It says it's like your brain knew that you were in danger, and so it tried to keep you safe by getting you out of bed.
Named Blizzard. Oh, cool! I got Blizzard. Can I teach that in my Pokemon? None that I want to teach it to.
Like, I talk in my sleep.
My mom told me I used to talk in my sleep and sleepwalk. Yeah, I mean, for me, it was really bad. Like, I'm on medication for it now because like you got to the point where like I would act out dreams and stuff. Like one time I like got up and ran off of the bed.
Yeah, it could be bad.
And like nearly sprained my ankle. And then we were staying with my in-laws at that point, and like I almost ran out of my bedroom like butt naked, and I would have scarred the entire family because you know they heard me crash to the floor, and then like I had my hand on the door handle when I woke up, and Holly was like standing there like, do not open the door. Do not open the door. And I was just, and I woke up, I was like, what's going on?
Okay, I gotta go kill a spider. I'll be right back.
Alright. Please beat the rare candy. Yes! Escape rope. I found the escape rope, or the rare candy. I would occasionally wake up and think I'm late for school, or there's an elephant in my bed. Wow. Alright, deposit. King. See king. Withdraw. Squirtle. Item. Rare candy. Use. Squirtle. I have some interesting stories of when I was on a sleeping pill that made me do crazy things. Man. You're 29 to still do it? You see, I'm almost 28, David, and if I wasn't on my medication, there are a lot of times where I would still be... I would be a danger to everybody, basically. Like, I attacked my wife in my sleep before because I just didn't know what was going on, and I was acting out my dream. That's when we put me on medication. Max elixir. Item. Let's use the blizzard. See if War Turtle can. Bite, body slam, surf, water gun. Let's get rid of water gun. I think you're late for school though. That one's, you gotta let go of that one. You gotta let go of that one. One time my brother and future sister-in-law were visiting us up north. They went to go see if they could see a moose with Bri. I took a pill. When they were gone, they got back. And you were watching a movie. Like, you just... Oh, it's okay. I'm on medication now. You can sleep over and I won't kill anybody. That's why I'm on medication now. Don't worry. If you ever come to Canada and you're in my neck of the woods, we'll, I mean, we don't have a ton of space in our new place, but we'll make space. Don't worry, David.
Sucker dad.
I crawled up on the floor out behind the couch and jumped up. Did you find it?
The chatbot didn't,
Yeah, I'm surprised that the chatbot let that get through. My goodness.
Yeah. James gonna assume I killed it. One time my brother and future sister-in-law were visiting up north. Went to go see if they could see a moose with Bri. Took a pill while they were gone. When I got back, I was watching a movie. I crawled on the floor. Crawled on the floor out behind the couch and jumped up. And said, "Did you find it?"
Ah, I didn't mean to
Screamed
draw
and I ran back to my room. I forgot that I had shut the bedroom door and I ran into the door.
Oh my goodness.
They were watching a movie. Oh. They got back and were watching a movie.
Oh.
And I crawled out and said, "Did you find it?" The moose. Got it. You know.
Guess what? I found a rare candy.
Yay. So did they find a moose?
Going looking for a moose would not be a good idea.
I feel like it would be a bad idea unless you just were driving and saw it from a distance and then
Yeah.
and left.
Yeah. Okay, item.
Game's enough. Come back.
Let's go.
Harry. Someone is setting off fireworks. Yeah, there was a lot of fireworks going off up at the camp too all weekend long. Interesting.
Your town map. Currently watching the new Purge on Netflix. Imagine if that happened in real life. I know, that'd be terrifying. My wife and I sat down and watched like all the Purge movies in a row together.
I don't think I can. I've specifically avoided watching the Purge movies. It's too close to like real life, like 20 years from now.
20 years now, yes.
I'm like,
Sorry.
nope. I'm not watching this.
Nope, 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 nope.
I already like have had times in my life where going to sleep, I like make like a whole master plan of like what I'd do if there was a zombie apocalypse. I don't need it to be imagine if there was a just regular people apocalypse, because there's too many of them.
Yeah. To be fair, I talked about this with my buddy like when we were like, I don't know, 15 or 16, and I was like, you know, I think we do okay in a zombie apocalypse. He's just like, are you kidding me? He's like, if we were in our home, he's like, we would trust everybody at the door, and he's like they'd walk in and we'd be done. It was the most level-headed response I've ever heard, especially from this guy, and I'm just like, I'm like, I guess you're right.
The first
Yeah.
part of the zombie
Like,
apocalypse.
what's
is
wrong?
like,
Are you okay? Are you okay? Why are you biting me?
Yeah, exactly. Oh man, you got a nasty head wound there, or like.
Yeah. You need help. Let me help you.
Hmm?
Ninetales use tail whip. I feel like that could be lethal.
A lot of tails. It should become a multi
Faceted move.
at
Yeah.
that point, right? Almost like double slap or double kick or whatever.
I feel like my defense wouldn't be lower, but my defense would be raised, but I would probably be dead.
There's no way to avoid all the fighting on this road, I don't think.
Yeah, you can just go.
Tanya said, another time my in-laws were visiting, they were sleeping in the spare room. I went to the living room and started yelling, "The bodies! The bodies!"
You missed
Is
the
this
line.
another pills thing?
Probably, yeah.
We had one other incident, and then we flushed the pills down the toilet. Like, these were like prescribed pills that just had a bad side effect for you.
Yeah, Holly also had issues with some with sleeping pills.
Gotcha.
She
Oh, sleeping pills, that makes sense, yeah.
when she was in Alberta, she said she would wake up and see purple screaming squirrels in her room
Ugh.
in the middle of the night.
Terrible. Hi, sir. Hey, remember me? I'm Professor Oak's aide. I do remember you. 50 types of Pokemon?
What do we get? What if we get a 50?
It's very tall.
That's the experience share, right?
Yeah.
See, how many am I at? I own 30. I wonder what I could get with 30.
After the second incident, we talked to the doctor. But they said try it for a few more times, because it was the pill that was quick to work and leave your system. Oh, okay.
I'd be like, no, I'm not doing that.
Thanks, but no thanks.
And
Fill 'em up.
do I have? I've got nothing to heal poisons.
I thought it was funny. So the guy I was telling you guys about earlier with the esports team, he said, it would be cool to chat and talk and see if there's a fit. And I was like, I'm not playing any esports. There's no. I can tell you right now, there's not a fit.
I wouldn't mind a
So-
jersey, but other than that, I do not. I am not interested.
I wasn't sleeping, only like 20 minutes at a time, and I'd jolt awake and was really struggling with my mind. Yeah, that seems like a bad prescription right there. Sure.
Not getting sleep is one of the worst things ever. Like, when I'm not sleeping, my headaches are easily 5 times as bad. Easy. I was prescribed a antidepressant for... it was supposed to help with my headaches. But then the problem with them is that they were causing me to have insomnia. So I'd be up until 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning just laying there. And I ended up just stopping. I was like, he's like, did you like stop cold turkey? I'm like, yes. I'm just like, I was not having it.
And correction, Tanya was saying that was without it though. That was she was struggling and
Yeah.
and jolted
Yeah, I
away
see that.
and needed something to sleep. Got it. Okay, I need a point of order here. The water that's in the backyard of the fishing guru in it's Fuchsia City where the Safari Zone is. Those are 2 different places, right? The Safari Zone and his backyard.
Yeah, because that's Fuchsia City right there.
Okay.
So you can catch something there. I don't believe
These
that.
kids are driving me bonkers.
Actually, I'm pretty sure I caught a sea king there.
Oh, nice.
He's the one I was using for. I was using that for surf.
These kids are driving me bonkers. Goldine. I don't think I have a Goldine, so I'm
Goldie.
Goldine's voice is
Really deep.
deeper than
Yeah, Goldie. It's one that's always stuck with me.
for sure.
So I've got the worship night on Thursday. And I've got a trivia.
right.
I said I've got the worship night on Thursday.
Oh yeah.
And I've got trivia questions for people.
Cool.
And I still have to add a couple more slides to it, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna throw in a couple slides of the blank slides of the who's that Pokemon?
Nice.
Who's that Pokemon? It's Pikachu! No!
There's one that I've seen. I don't remember where I saw it. It was like, who's that Pokemon? It was like, oh, it might have been actually on one of the episodes when they were like in a classroom trying to learn about Pokemon, and they'd be like, who's that Pokemon? And it would show the outline, and it would be like, would look like a Voltorb, but then it would change and it would be a Jigglypuff from over top or something like that. So it was, like, change the angle.
yeah, that's
They'd
funny.
be like, no.
Where do I go?
My kids also really like to watch just strange Nintendo and Pokemon videos on YouTube, and it could have been one of those too, where it was like, who's
Yeah.
a Pokemon, and then it wasn't a Pokemon. Like, I think it's something to do with the like ADD, ADHD brain, where it's like it needs to be like surprised,
Right.
find things interesting and funny. Like, I love.
I have a
catching
Blastoise
me
now.
Completely off guard.
Oh, he's frozen solid? Nice.
I can do one more quick attack as long as it doesn't quickly hit. Oh goodness. Close one.
1 HP.
Okay. This is great. Oh, I thought I had some ultra balls. Oh, the sugar. You're suit blazer is hanging on the hook in the sound room, FYI. Alright, Goldine was caught. Alright. Might have already had a Goldine. I'll just throw this one away if I did, but.
We should probably flip that switch.
Beef and rice taco. Never gonna use that Goldine anyway, so put it in a PC. Not really an easy way to check and see if I already had one now that I've already caught one.
No, not really.
Have to go
I
back.
saw there's a new Zelda game. It looks very popular. Yeah, Tears of the... What's it called? The new Zelda game.
To the kingdom.
Tears of the Kingdom? It does look very, very good.
Super good. I got to build my first like vehicle kind of device because there's a part that you can attach to stuff that gives you the ability to steer it.
Yeah,
So like I made like a motorboat, which was really super cool.
that is cool. I believe I dropped down here. Item. Let's go with the folder store. Do I have a folder store? I don't think I have a folder store. I do have a folder store.
Beef and vegetable taco. Vegetable
My
tacos,
battle pin?
beef
I
and
have.
vegetable
I haven't played that
Rice.
many Zelda games in my life, to be honest. And I can't say I've actually beat one.
taco.
Like, I played the most of Ocarina of Time, but I don't think I ever beat it. I got poisoned again. I don't have any antidotes.
Recommend Wind Waker. It's pretty good.
And I played a bit of Majora's Mask. And then I haven't really played any of the newer games.
I'm just noticing now. This guy on the screen said like, "Fahi ho hef he fui," and you have to say yes or no.
Did you see the new realistic game that Jack Frags is playing? Oh, what was that called? Like, it's the one where like it's like based on body cam footage.
Yeah, it looks like it's a body cam thing. It's super realistic looking. I've seen
Yeah.
some footage from that too. Everybody was like, "No,
Peop-
this
yeah,
is fake." And
yeah,
so
pe-
they made like a no clip video of it.
Yeah, people were concerned about how realistic it was. Also, sorry, I did read your question. Or was it? See the PUBG bring the that you can revive players in the clan thing. I did see that, and I'm looking forward to trying it when they bring it to console.
And now we got Ultra Boss. This word was Corn Pops by Shalana. Also, Jesus loves you. Welcome to chat. I don't know if the bot has mentioned yet that it's almost time for Bible and worship time, but it probably is almost time.
It's 9:30.
Can't carry any more items.
Surf was disabled. Oh no. Whatever shall I do? Yeah, that game does look very interesting, David.
Let me lift speed for the self scope anymore. For the 50 foot. I mean, I could use the food again because there's another Marlock sitting there. Dude.
Did I go up these stairs before? I have been up the stairs. You should make a clan, the Eagles. I would join it.
Beef hard shell taco.
I'll make a clan. How many letters is the tag? 3 or 4?
Start a game. Pokemon you catch. I've never read that sign before in my life.
Neither have I, actually. I read some of the other ones.
Makes no sense. Harry, do you know the answer to this statement?
No, I don't know the answer. Come on. Just fight him. Thank you. If it's
Okay, so that's interesting. There's the Pokemon. There's the Safari Zone
yeah.
building that you can go in, and it's like, here's where you must talk to these people, and they send you into the Safari Zone. Then there's another building in behind where it had that name where it said Pokemon
Right.
game you can. Like a mini game?
I don't know. Assistive.
Well, that's fun. But Holly's husband doesn't know what she's talking about with answers and hints. They take the game very seriously.
We do. She always ruins my game, like in my chat. Like without fail, she will ruin it 100% of the time. I literally cannot tell her the answer. Like to if I do something like this, I can't tell her the answer because she will end up putting the answer in. She did last time. It's very frustrating. And like I had an actual prize and she still ruined it. I was so mad. I was like, you've got to be kidding me.
He says, do you enjoy tacos, Harry?
I love tacos. I love tacos so much. Food up a TM contains solar beam.
That's awesome. I love Holly. Yeah, I felt like she was gonna start fishing for hints, like what's your favorite taco or something like that, right?
Steak taco.
She went somewhere else. Did you say steak taco?
Yep.
You love the same kind of tacos as Holly, she says.
No.
Oh, ooh. That's not a steak taco. Now you know, Tanya, that knocks one off the list. Although you also could have known that just by typing it in. I'm definitely fishing for hints. She says. Oh, no.
Don't know, it doesn't say, but I guess 4 or 5. Yeah, I'd probably put the clan tag, it's Nest.
Nest? Oh, like the Eagle's nest.
Yeah, for PUBG. Put the clan tag as Nest. Razor Leaf. Alright, if you were to put Solar Beam, or give Solar Beam to Victory Bell.
Okay.
And Victory Bell already had Razor Leaf, Cut, Mega Drain, and Toxic. What would you get rid of? Razor Leaf or Mega Drain? Razor Leaf, right?
Probably Razor Leaf, but not having this information before this run through, my Razor Leaf has been critically hitting almost every single time, which is weird. I don't know if that's just like
I haven't been experiencing that at all.
Mega Drain's handy because it heals you, so yeah.
Yes.
Probably go to it.
I found secret key. Wow, I literally could have just stayed here for an extra, I don't know, 25 seconds and finished out the puzzle. Let me check. Where's my mouse? Here it is.
Sound like this night, anybody?
Pokemon tethered.
I've heard it a few more times now. The last time. Critical hits. Uh-oh. Successive critical hits. How many? 3 times. Uh-oh. Alright. No. Ew. Choose level 18 now. Working his way up through the ranks. It'd be really nice to have a fire type Pokemon if I was gonna fight the poison gym, because I'm pretty sure he has a couple bugs, doesn't he? Like Venonat.
I'm glad I googled that, where the rare candy was, because I literally would have just like walked out without grabbing that second rare candy.
I may have to wait for another hint, says Tanya. This one's actually one of the longest running rounds that we've had. I wonder if I should give another hint.
I had a bean pizza earlier. Nicest pizza. Also chicken curry, one nice too. I'm pretty plain when it comes to my food. I'm like, I don't go for stuff like that. You know, my favorite type of pizza is just pepperoni pizza.
A good pepperoni pizza can be really good.
Oh,
I usually,
so
from most places, I order some sort of a meat.
yeah, I don't mind. Like I like getting bacon on it too.
Yeah. Pepperoni bacon sausage for me is usually like my go-to, but if someplace had a really good just pepperoni, then that's good enough too. Like that's
Yeah.
can be fantastic. Sometimes too many ingredients is not the way to go in a recipe.
Yes. Okay, I'm gonna go and catch a Pokemon over here.
No hurry.
No ham. Don't like ham. Too sharp. It's been a long-standing joke ever since we were at your place, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Long-standing joke. You know what we need? We need a... Uh-oh. We need to get back to the dock. Back to the dock. We need to repel. Have you had mozzarella? The mozzarella one? I love it. Mozzarella's like mozzarella on your pizza? Pretty sure mozzarella is like pretty standard here in Canada. Pretty sure that's sort of like the
standard for pizza.
yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the standard pizza cheese you get on your pizza here in Canada. Max repel. I grab a few of them.
I wonder what the standard for pizza would be in like Italy.
Holly really likes Italian pizza. She went there for one of her meat trips when she was working at the college.
Wow. What noise am I hearing?
My phone went off. Todd texted the staff group chat, so my phone went ding. Oh man, I almost didn't use a hell.
Not speed suit. Pause it. But yeah, pretty sure I don't need the lift anymore. And self scope.
Come on.
I'm just gonna put that in there until the next time we run into one. Oh, bonus hint. Yeah, bonus hint.
Pokedex.
I think.
Do I have a... What do I have?
Okay, here's that's a kind of a complicated hint. And
I have a
it might also,
Tentacruel already, but I don't have a Tentacruel. Do I have a Horsey?
Might give it away so much that like your next two guesses would get it right off the bat, so that might be too good of a hint.
I don't have a Horsey or a Seadra. I would love to get a Seadra. Can I get a Seadra on this route? What route am I on? Item.
It's beef. It's a beef. Something taco.
Town map use. I'm on C Route 21. Okay. Surfing, I can get Tentacruel. Super Rod, I can get a Horsey. So we'll use Super Rod.
I do want to give an extra hint though, Tanya, because like I said, it's been dragging on.
Do I have a Goldino? Pokedex?
But if I give a hint where you guess it like right now, then
Yeah, it's no fun.
like the rest of the stream. There's nothing to do.
Goldine,
Watch me play
Goldine.
Pokemon.
I have a Goldine and a Sea King, but I don't have a Staryu. Alright. I wouldn't mind a Staryu either, but I would really like to get a Horsey and then a Seadra. Let's see. Item. Super Rod, use. I should get a high level Pokemon here. Because I'm using a Repel, or Max Repel, and I've got a high level Pokemon in front. It's a Staryu. Okay.
Oh, Tanya, that's not bad.
Level 15? It's a pretty low one, too. The YouTubers have someone to go to, someone who's having a channel, because I watched Courage JD earlier. He was playing Fortnite on YouTube, but someone... They do. They've got YouTube support.
It's 17 letters altogether. Is that helpful?
Yeah, that's a good
Not too helpful.
What? I used Peck and it was a critical hit? Ah. But someone on Twitch made a fake account, made it live. See, that would be a Twitch support thing. That would definitely be a Twitch support thing. You know what? Right now, I'm on Cinnabar Island, and I can use a Super Rod from Cinnabar Island, because that would count as Cinnabar. Cinnabar Island. What can you
I'm
catch?
missing now.
Oh,
Right on that little edge of the island.
Shelter.
Not bad. Well, they're
No.
turned into like Cloyster, right?
Yeah, Cloyster's pretty good. Pokemon. Let's just go Gassy. Lick. Ah. Lick can paralyze as well, so. Keep licking him.
Doing a lot of wandering. That shouldn't be. Sometime.
Yeah, he's paralyzed. I bet I could catch him now with a Ultra Ball.
Pokemon is this? G. B.
Yeah, I got him.
Marinated taco, but it's 4 words, Stan. Did I say it's 4 words? That might be another hint. I think I said it's 4 words.
Shelly. Seems like a good nickname for them.
Jelly. Nice.
Wonder if that fossil's ready to go yet. Because a Kabuto would be pretty good.
Oddish.
Oh, cool.
If I have anything that'll be good against Oddish. Now I have something that will be
Kabuto.
same as Oddish.
Okay, I see. Cool, because he texted someone to get him banned and removed. Yeah, so he would have contacts at YouTube and Twitch because of how big he was, especially because he was a Twitch partner before.
Beef strip loin taco. That sounds good. Please don't poison me. Don't poison me.
Alright, I got my Kabuto. Okay.
It's funny to me that acid isn't very effective against a plant type Pokemon when in real life it seems to me that acid would be bad for plants.
Venusaur used Roundoff.
Yeah.
It was super effective. Otter just died. You mean fainted, right? Yeah. Right.
No. Just didn't make it.
Otter just was rushed to the ICU. Whoa, Grim's level 30? Heck yeah. The fossil you revive is level 30 when you bring it back, eh?
It's not bad.
I thought it was level 5.
Oh, that's a lot lower.
Yeah, that. Imagine my surprise.
Nice surprise, man. Should appear.
Alright, what does he know? Pokemon. Grim. Stats. Got some high defense. I like that. Rock and
Hey,
water.
Someone remind me. It's probably a good time to do worship and Bible.
Scratch and harden.
Must have started the stream late. Beef, cheese, and rice taco.
Repel's effects wore off. Withdraw. What are these? I don't, that. I'm gonna withdraw them and then I'll sell them.
I don't think I have any kind of fast travel.
Holy crap!
I got no way to get around.
David!
What happened?
$26.
Oh.
Thank you,
Yes.
David.
Way to go, David.
Yeah. That's huge. Thank you so much.
Amazing. And my game just went black. You can hear it.
Well, I'm saving before something like that happens to me. Save state.
Strangely, I can still hear it, and it's still playing.
It's
Because
bubble
if I press start and select at the same time, and then press it again, it goes by it, and then it comes back again. So I know it's going into the RetroArch menu.
Right.
If I could figure out how to navigate the menu.
You can just remember. Just watch back in the stream at the beginning when you went to the save state or load state.
I don't know if I can rewind mine. Rewind yours, I guess.
Yeah, just rewind. Yeah, rewind mine. Because it was at the very, very beginning because you were talking about how many Pokemon you had in your Pokedex.
YouTube's just like spinning and spinning and spinning.
I see that.
Here we go.
Draw.
Oh, you're going too fast, Scott. It's blurry. Are we watching you at 360p?
I guess teaching him surf wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. For all you do, my friend. Well, I don't know if I do enough to deserve that, but thank you so much, David. I appreciate it. More than you know. More than I can really express.
You know what's funny? My game froze almost in the same place where I was when I started today. Like on the map.
Yeah. Okay. PC. Access my PC.
5. So down 6. Press A. Okay. Oh. Otherwise, it's gonna do a load state. If I go
Right.
down too far. Did I do that? To restart my game system, I guess.
Hopefully that
What
doesn't
if the
set you
cord just
back.
came loose or something? Maybe the HDMI cable just came out.
Yeah, you could unplug and plug it back in. That might fix it. When does Kabuto? Oh, I see
Restarted the
something.
machine.
Kabuto.
Restarted my whole console when I unplugged and plugged back in the cable. Unless
Gen
my finger
1.
like hit the reset button by accident.
An absorb at level
Let's
34. Slash at
load state.
39.
No, I didn't save.
No? That
It had
sucks.
saved somewhat recently though.
That's good.
He's level 17 and was level 18. I still have those items in my inventory. Yeah, I still have the lift key and stuff, so it was sometime between.
Okay. Slash at 39, but he levels up at level 40. Hydro Pump at level 53. Okay. I'm gonna get him to level 40 before I go to this gym. 100%. Pokemon. Man, he's got low HP.
I didn't even have the good rod yet.
Yeah, I don't think I have the good rod.
I got it. I went and got it from the guy that lives beside the warden, the Safari Zone warden. I had it.
Yeah.
I did also waste a ton of time just walking around the city, pushing absolutely nothing. So, yes, that's a good thing because I could like, get back to where I was pretty quickly.
Right.
Didn't lose a bunch of progress and just wandered around and managed my inventory and chatted. Spend a lot of time talking to people and not.
I really need to get somewhere that has antidotes.
Harry leave? No, Harry's here. Oh, and
I'm
went full
very.
screen on his screen because I was trying to see my thing.
I'm also not. I'm not live on your screen right now.
Well, that's true. You won't be. Yeah. Weren't at first either. When you were talking about the bruise on your arm, I was like, this doesn't look like the part of the conversation where they really engaged with me at all. I was like, oh no, I'm not live.
I didn't realize that Kabuto is such a good Pokemon.
Moves this game.
Like, he learns Slash, Hydro Pump, Absorb, but he's a rock and water type Pokemon. So like it makes it really hard for anything to do a lot of damage to him or be super effective against him.
Right.
Except for grass type. I think I'm just gonna run from any poison type, so I'll just go and find Ponytas and Vulpixes and Magmars. That would be the easiest way for me to grow. Roar, are you kidding me? Leave third floor is where I can find the Magmars.
Well, that's a big hit. Yowzers.
Drill Peck is scary. Ah, man, it's a muck. Level 40 muck? Yikes. Alright, well, here's what we'll do. We will switch to Drew. And we will slash our way to victory. I bought another fish tank. It came the morning. It took 4 of us to lift it in the cabinet. To lift it, the cabinet was flat, packed. I looked at the instructions, put one piece together, gave up a lot of pages. How are you doing with your recovery? Yeah, that's a lot to put together. You have to post. Do you have other fish? If you do, you have to post some pictures in the Discord.
get those fish pics going.
Yeah. We've got one beta fish and he's not doing so hot.
You ever hear my story about my goldfish? First fish?
No.
Yeah, a fish. Like, I moved out of my parents' house to get into an apartment to, like, get ready to have a place for Jen and I to move into together.
Yeah.
And so that was, like, 6 months before we got married, and I was like, I'll get a pet. It'd be cool to have a pet here in my own place. So I got a goldfish. Like, 3 days later, it was gone. It was done. I was overfeeding it. I was feeding it, like, 3 times a day instead of, like, once every other day or something like that.
Well, I've got, not me specifically, but my family has you beat. My wife bought 3 goldfish for Freddie. And
Oh, yeah.
and we just she didn't buy the tablets or whatever to dechlorinate the water.
Right.
And within a day, those 3 goldfish were dead because there was just all 3 of them died because there was just too much chlorine in the water. And so we had to flush the goldfish. And so, like, we brought Freddie over to the toilet with the goldfish and we flushed we flushed the first one because he died. And then so he's like bye, and then he's just like more because he wanted to flush the other goldfish. We're like, no, like they're still alive. And then he got his wish the next day because the other ones died too.
Oh, okay. Because, yeah, I thought I remembered this story.
Yeah.
But then I was like, wait, I thought all 3 of them were dead, so why couldn't he flush the other 2? But they weren't yet. I got it.
They weren't yet, but he did get his wish eventually. At the minute, I have 4 goldfish in a 50-liter tank with the one that came in is 315 liters. Holy smokes. Those goldfish are going to grow to be huge, man.
Yeah, because goldfish grow to, like, fit their...
Yeah, to fit their environment.
aquarium, don't they?
Yeah. Those are going to be some big old goldfish.
I had a grandparent who had a very large goldfish. Like, think, like... I don't know what to compare, like football size goldfish. And I still, like, I haven't thought about it till this day for like 25, 30 years. I haven't thought about this goldfish. The thought of it reminds me that I was horrified, terrified of this goldfish. I didn't like to go into the room where it was just because I could see it. I hated it.
Fair enough.
Like, this is some childhood, like, deeply buried childhood trauma resurfacing at the moment.
No,
terrifying.
the 315 one, I'm putting tropical fish in with real plants. Oh, gotcha. So the goldfish aren't going to get absolutely massive. But still, a 50-liter tank is still, you know, will still produce a decent-sized goldfish. No? Well, one would think.
Yes. I guess if there's stuff around it to, like, make it feel like it's home.
Yeah.
If I guess it was an empty tank, then it would be like, oh. Yeah, fill this whole thing up. Take that.
That's a big guy.
Big guy. Huge. He's big. He's massive. What a massive guy. Is he a football player or something?
You should have seen
Like
the look.
goldfish of football?
You should have seen the look on that guy's face when I asked him if I could take a picture of him with Tanya at convention.
Yeah.
I'm like, can I take a picture of you with my small friend, or my short friend? And he looks at me and just starts laughing. He's like, just because of the way you asked that, yes.
What else are you gonna do? You say no to that.
The dude literally had to duck in order to get through doorways. That's how big he was. Like, imagine having to walk into the sanctuary and having to duck in order to get through those doorways.
It reminds me of a funny little rant that the guy on How I Met Your Mother, Eric Marshall, not
Yeah,
Eric,
Marshall.
Marshall Erickson. When they're out in New Jersey, and he's like, I want to move to New Jersey. I hate having to duck through doorways in New York. Why do they build them so small?
Level 31. Go, Grim, go.
Right. After this battle is over, we should do a song. It'll be tethered.
Woo!
I'm gonna mute my microphone for a sec and listen to Tethered so I can remember how it goes.
Tethered to your heart. I just want my life to ever be inside with you.
It's not the chorus though, it's the verses that throw me.
I would love to get a lionfish, but apparently they're very dangerous. Lionfish. Heard of a
Poisonous, I think, if you touch them, right?
I thought that was a zebrafish.
Oh.
That's what I was thinking too. Like I'm. Oh no, that's what I was thinking of. Yeah, they're extremely poisonous. What happens if you get stung by a lionfish? Pain from a lionfish sting is usually intense for at least the first few hours, becoming less and less over time. It might take up to 12 hours or more for the pain to subside. Swelling can last up to a few days, whereas discoloration and bruising may last up to 5 days. Is it good to eat lionfish? Once stripped of the venomous spines, cleaned and filleted like any other fish, a lionfish becomes delectable seafood fare.
Oh, that's such a long intro.
Well, there you go. Or LOL an octopus on a seahorse. My life. Forever
Are you gonna get hit
be-
with copyright?
I don't know. I'll just mute you. I doubt it because I've got so much other stuff going on right now, but thought track, yeah. 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 Right. Yeah, I've got a VOD track if I wanted to. I basically just have it for editing purposes though, because it doesn't really matter for YouTube because they don't have that ability right now. Oh, another muck. That's interesting. Hurt by poison, use disable. Don't disable slash. Poison sting. Good. I haven't used poison sting in forever. Alright. Slash. Okay, so you should use disable again. Don't think so. Item. Let's use that last fresh water. Interesting. I don't think it is. I don't think it does affect your ability for critical hits. I still need a flying type Pokemon that can learn fly. Right now I've got a duo, and strangest thing, he can't fly. But oh. Gotcha. Look up Razor Leaf Gen 1 and see if it's got critical hit, like a boosted critical hit. What was the percentage chance of that? 1 in 4 almost. That's insane. Yeah. Well, like, here, if I quickly just look up Razor Leaf. I'll... Yeah, it does have a high critical hit ratio. In the description, it says that. Using it. Yeah, like, I don't know what my Pokemon, let's see, flower, stats. Yeah, he's, see, well, like, my Victory Bell is level 41. What's your Venusaur at? So your Venusaur is level 39? And look at the speed difference. My speed's at 76. Okay, so my Sand Slash is level 42. His speed's at 82. His attack is 112 and his defense is 119. Pardon me? Sand Slash. Oh, he has Slash. It's almost a crit every single time. I used to work with a wildlife organization, and my boss had an Oscar fish. He put a tennis ball in the tank, and Oscar would tip it back out at him. That's awesome. My fox has my Ninetales has a 91 speed at level 36. If I get some that critical hits.
Talking about critical hits and stuff, and
I had you muted on. I had you muted on mine.
I can't hear you anymore, by the way. Give me a second. I'll plug my headphones from the laptop. Can't hear Harry now. You guys can hear Harry, but I can't hear Harry.
I'm sad.
I just want to be in touch with you, right into your heart.
No, I've never really been a fan of Yu-Gi-Oh! There, David.
Turn off Harry's audio on the stream there.
I'll just mute myself.
A little ditty.
I never really got into it as a kid. I enjoyed Beyblade and I enjoyed Pokemon. But I never really got into Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Digimon. Those are the two things I never really got into. Those were like all the main ones that were in that same sort of category, I guess.
Burn it up.
Alright, we're probably gonna pull up Scott's stream here in a second.
Tethered up on the screen. Ooh, this one's got simple chords I forgot. That's awesome. Gotta love those songs with simple chords.
Okay, we're gonna pause that. We're going to switch to
ever be entwined with you.
tethered to your heart. Gotta get that reverb in there.
Is there a bridge in this song? Am I gonna miss that? Capo 7. Philip.
Capo 7.
Philip Harriet Wickham. What in the world?
We should probably
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going
that in there.
This is ukulele territory here, Phil.
Turn the browser up. And mute. No. Deafen. There we go. Deafen him. Pull up this. There we go.
It sounds cool. I like it, but my fingers are all so close together now.
Okay.
I don't want to miss the beauty to ever be entwined with you, tethered to your heart. I just want my soul to ever stand in awe of you, tethered to your heart. Oh, tethered to your heart. What more could I desire? What greater things to treasure? I'm convinced there's nothing better than living in your love. I'm caught up in the wonder of being in your presence, of knowing such a friendship, to be with you, my God, and everything I am. God, I throw into your hands. I just want my life to ever be entwined with you, tethered to your heart. I just want my soul to ever stand in awe of you, tethered to your heart. Oh, tethered to your heart. Oh, I'm tethered to your heart. Oh, I'm tethered to your heart. Oh, I'm tethered to your heart. Draw me closer, take me deeper. I wanna be where you are. I wanna be where you are. Draw me closer, take me deeper. I wanna be where you are. I wanna be where you are. Draw me closer, take me deeper. I wanna be where you are. I wanna be where you are. Draw me closer, take me deeper. I wanna be where you are. I wanna be where you are. I just want my life to ever be entwined with you, tethered to your heart. I just want my soul to ever stand in awe of you, tethered to your heart. Oh, tethered to your heart. I just want my life to ever be entwined with you, tethered to your heart. I just want my soul to ever stand in awe of you, tethered to your heart. Oh, tethered to your heart. Oh, tethered to your heart. We did it. I think that went better than the first time
It went so
that I
much
did
better
that
than the
song,
first time.
and I don't think I completely butchered the bridge. I know that I probably didn't do it exactly the right way, but it worked, I think, and it was good and hopefully pleasing to God, because that's who it's for. Yes, worship time, Tanya. Welcome back. How are you doing? Were you researching different types of tacos that have beef? Did you leave us for a little bit? Tether to your heart.
Or tacos
Anybody got a
more
verse of the
important
day for me there?
than God?
Exclamation
Can
point. VOTD.
Oh. It's gonna be harder to him.
Go back to Harry. Back to Harrison. Bring his audio up. Oh, now we're seeing Harrison. No.
Versus screen. There, Harry?
Yeah, I'm here.
No. Versus screen. Still there, Harry?
Yeah, I'm here.
Nobody's in chat to type verse of the day. You hear my scatting?
Yeah.
We both did it.
You got a woo bravo from David over here.
Oh, thanks, David. Appreciate it.
Let's go back
We're doing that on Sunday mornings.
to scan.
especially if I lose my eyesight and I can't read off my tablet to read the lyrics, I'll just be drumming by muscle memory and scatting to the songs I don't know. That's a fun way to look at it.
You may need to fix my stream on your.
Or read it off. Oh yeah, no, definitely for some reason got you minimized. I think it was when I clicked in my chat and typed verse of the day. So the day is Galatians 5:13. You, my brothers, are called to be free. But do not use your freedom to indulge in sinful nature. Rather, serve one another. That's a good one. You'll find, I think that you'll find that it's just not great indulging in your sinful nature. It's to lead to problems. Serving one another in love is where it's cool. Give it a try. Don't say no.
Or how many surfs it'll take to take down this mock. Oh, fit it to you. Oh boy.
It should be effective against them though, isn't it?
Fuck no. It's poison.
The water was effective against poison.
Nope. How much does sludge do? Too much.
Why is water effective against Nidoking? It's Nidoking.
When I have free time, check out Bacon of Nick. He's a Pokemon YouTuber. Nice guy. I will check out Bacon of Nick. He keeps using minimize, so I missed with surf. Which is kind of hard to believe.
I don't believe it. Can't believe it's not butter. Silence. It's ominous.
Alright, Pokemon. We're just gonna send out Sand Slash and use Swift. Swift.
So I bought this little, speaking of buying cheap handhelds, I was at Giant Tiger up in Coburg, and they had this little miniature handheld device that is shaped. Control scheme is shaped like a Game Boy. Actually, more so than a lot of other ones where they move the buttons around and they're not like actually in the right place.
Yeah.
This one's not bad. Just $20. I think it was it might have even been less. It was $20. Down from like 30. But it's really thin. It's like thinner than my phone.
Oh, it's so thin.
Good button layout, and the buttons actually are pretty good. Like, somewhat, the D-pad's pretty good. A and B buttons are rubbery and kind of soft and spongy, but playable. It's got 500 games on it, like NES ROM style games, but then it's also got some of those ones that are definitely like ROM hacks and bad ROM hacks of them. Like,
yeah. Can you put your own on there?
Super Mario 15? No, it's loaded.
That's too bad.
And some of them play too fast. Like Super Mario 1 is almost like it feels like it's playing at like double the speed.
Right.
But then other ones play perfectly fine. Sound quality on it's not great, but it's not horrible either. Just turn it down a little bit.
Yeah. David asks, who is your favorite Pokemon? Mine would probably have to be Umbreon.
Oh.
Or maybe Arcanine.
I feel like anybody here could answer that question for me. Name my favorite Pokemon. I talk about it enough. Since nobody is, mine's Charizard. I'm the best in my class. Well, that's because I'm not in my class, dude. Youngster. And here comes 39-year-old trainer Scott. About to.
I also really like Typhlosion. Typhlosion's probably my favorite starter Pokemon. Like Cyndaquil with the Typhlosion. It's my favorite line of starters.
Kind of like the fire chicken guy too.
Oh yeah.
He's a king.
Torchic, Combustion, and Blaziken. I'm not a fan of Blaziken. I think they could have made his art a lot better.
Yeah. Like the combination of fire and fighting type.
Yeah, it was pretty unique.
I almost like soloed Pokemon Emerald with Blaziken, other than the fact that you had to have Pokemon to like use special moves beside a battle.
Hey, thank you for the follow on Twitch, Star of Labs.
Herb Labs.
You haven't said anything in chat, but that's okay. I feel like
Game follows.
this is what usually happens. You can just call me Star. Well, I have no problem doing that, Star.
That's my problem. Someone will be like, "Oh, my name's actually this," or you can call me this, and then I'll see their name in chat like a month from now.
Yeah.
And call them by their full chat name.
I usually do a pretty good job remembering people's actual name, for the most part.
That's a bad memory. I'm gonna blame it on my sleep deprivation, sleep apnea, or whatever it is that I have.
I do a lot better with people's names and their username than I do with their faces.
Okay.
If you showed me their face, I'd be like, I don't remember their name.
Well, like one of them is Supersonic Mockingjay in my chat, and I think that he's told me before that his name is Dave or David. So
Yeah.
I've got that down pat, but I still end up calling him Supersonic or Mockingjay.
Yeah. How's your night going, Star? Now that we've gone off on a tangent. About usernames and what to call people. Alright. Vulpix, do not roar. Do the roar. Don't do that. Oh, my Kabuto is fast enough. I can get the surf off. Will it one hit him though? It did not. Use Confuse Ray. Uh-oh. It's Tuesday lunchtime for me right now. Tuesday lunchtime, so that puts you in Australia.
Oh.
Am I right?
What are you having for lunch? Is it on a Barbie?
having lunch on the Barbie? Oh, I was right. Look at me go. Know my time zones. I actually have quite a few people from Australia coming to my chat. It's actually, you know, I love it because
Well, I mean, it's perfect timing. It's lunchtime.
yeah. Confused no more. Get bubble beamed, Vulpix.
Have you seen the new Top Gun movie?
No, my buddy Tyler's coming to visit. He'll be here tomorrow. Or yeah, tomorrow. And anytime I want to get a reaction of him, I just start telling him movies I haven't seen. And like there's a lot of movies that I haven't seen that like I've had the ability. They're must-watch movies at some point in your life, and I just haven't taken the time to go to watch them. And like they're like right up my alley. They're movies I know I would enjoy. I just haven't taken the time to watch them because I've got other stuff I'm doing, or I'd rather watch them with people that that want to watch them with me. So like the John Wick movies, haven't seen them.
Any of them?
And none of them. I have not seen a single John Wick movie, and I know that I'd absolutely love to see them. Like, it's a revenge tour. It's a revenge tour about him going after the people that killed his dog. Like, that is so me, and it's an action movie. Like, that's right up my alley. But I haven't seen them. I just haven't taken the time to go watch them. I haven't seen any of the diehards. I haven't seen any of the Back to the Futures. I haven't seen the old Top Gun. I haven't seen the new Top Gun. I've seen a couple of the Indiana Jones movies, but I haven't seen all of them. Like, there's just a lot of iconic movies I just haven't taken the time to go and watch. And anytime I want to get a rise out of my buddy Tyler, I'm like, oh, you know what? I thought of another movie I haven't watched. I haven't watched this movie. And he's like, what? And it's absolutely hilarious. Every single time.
It's funny.
Yeah, Holly woke up. She's like, hi, bye. I'm going back to sleep.
And then she came over to my stream to say, I can't see your game, which was helpful because I didn't realize that again.
But now you can't see me.
Hi. Tarnation? Oh, your stream used to be frozen. Oh, I went to that instead of the verses. That's why. Yeah. Okay,
Zelda Game Overs 3.
There's a line right near the start of the new Top Gun movie that I really wanted to talk about, but now I kind of don't because I don't want to spoil it for you.
Yeah, so like my buddy Tyler's coming over, and he's like, we were watching both Top Guns when I come to visit. I'm like, okay. I have them downloaded. Like, I have copies of both of them. I just haven't taken the time to watch them. It's not a question of like availability.
Whether you're interested, yeah.
Or interest in
like
them.
Not being able to get a hold of them.
Yeah, it's just I just haven't taken the time.
So like we were at camp and I watched a movie each night.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is my time. Like, when I'm at home, if I'm at home and I'm like, should I watch a movie or play a video game? I choose play a video game.
Same.
When I'm up at camp, I'm like, oh wait, I can like just chill and put on a movie. And so I watched Top Gun and I watched she changed the question of the day to asking people to help you move. I already had a question of the day in there, Holly, because I thought you were sleeping on the job.
She
The
was.
question of the day was, do people ever compare you to famous or non-famous people in terms of looks or mannerisms? And, you know, the helping Harry move question's a good one too. Are you free June 2nd or 3rd to help Pastor Harry move?
I don't know why she put P Harry, but like just type out Pastor Harry. Not everyone's gonna understand.
Harry Eagle.
Yeah, or the Harry Eagle.
Yeah,
But then
not
again-
necessarily everybody in
But
chat
not
knows.
everybody in chat's gonna know who the Harry Eagle is.
So
Hopefully.
not all of them, not a majority of them live in Canada.
Yeah.
This might drive up from Florida to help you move. He's a nice guy.
David might fly over from Ireland.
You know,
Maybe Star might come from Australia.
Australia, yeah.
I don't know. He just met me though.
Bring a barbecue. Some
Oh, you know, I have a barbecue already, so he
Oh,
doesn't
okay.
need to bring his own.
That's cool. Man,
It is.
2 barbecues is better than 1, isn't it?
Yeah, and my barbecue's got a pretty good dent in it. It has since the day I bought it. I bought it dented from Walmart, but it was the only one left, and they had a sale, so I was just like, you know what, I can live with it being dented.
Who's this gambler using so many water type Pokemon? I don't know. I guess I always thought gamblers had a type, that gamblers used a specific type, but there's
I think
like
it's
the one
based on where
gambler
they
who's like a
are.
driver. This is the one in that kind of like garden area outside of Lieutenant Surge's town.
Oh,
Went
I
back
haven't
there looking
learned an
for lower
absorb?
level people to fight.
Nice, absorb. That's helpful.
No level up Pikachu, so I went to look for some lower level people to fight. I'm going back to bed. Good night. See you later, Holly. Thanks for coming in. Hope you have a good second rest. I was listening to a podcast on the way home, and the guys mentioned something that I actually had heard in the past and knew. Apparently, back before electricity was like widespread,
Yeah.
people would go to sleep really early.
Yeah.
And then they would wake up at like midnight or 2 a.m. and be up for like a couple hours and then go back to bed again.
Yeah, I actually heard that
Yeah.
too.
I think that's where the phrase like burning the midnight oil comes from.
Yes.
Like people would get up, do some work, putter around, read a book or something, and then go back to sleep. It was just like the way things were.
Yeah.
I was like, it seems kind of interesting to me because, you know, like when if you wake up in the middle of the night, going back to sleep can be hard for some people. It's not for me. Yeah, probably partially due to the sleep apnea thing. I don't know.
Yeah, like for at convention, we all the students had their own room. Like, well, like they shared rooms with each other, but like there was no leaders in the rooms.
Yeah.
So we just got up and checked each floor to make sure the students weren't running around the hotel. And but like we set alarms throughout the night so that we could get up and do that. So Brian and I took shifts and did that, and we check each floor, poke our head out, look down the hallways, both ways to make sure that they weren't there, and got back on and went to the next floor, and then hopped back in bed and we were out. Like it did not take much for me to fall back to sleep.
Whereas like if Jen wakes up in the middle of the night, it's horrific. It's just the most terrible thing for her.
Yeah.
She can't get back to sleep, and then the rest of her night, like if she does get back to sleep, it's not good sleep, and like it's crazy to me. Because I can wake up and go back to bed like
Right.
6 times a night.
David said, yes, we'll do. I'll bring some Irish food and drinks. David's gonna help us move. Heck yeah. And yeah, they only had one elevator, too. They had 2, but the other one seemed to be down for maintenance of some kind. Uh-oh. Critical hit? That's not good. Lemonade. Drink your lemonade, Sand Slash. Gotta get nice and strong. So you can get hurt by poison. Yeah, the elevator did take forever. It was very annoying. A lot of mucks. My goodness. At 3 o'clock in the morning, though, the elevator didn't take that long. There was nobody else waiting for it.
I guess, yeah, I wouldn't be stopping at every floor.
Yep.
One day at work, I was talking to somebody, and I don't remember how it came up, but I was like, you know what you could do if you're just feeling like you need some time is take the scenic route up the elevator. They're like, what are you talking about? I'm like, well, when you get in the elevator and you let the doors close, you don't push a button for a floor to go to.
You just wait for someone to bring you.
You can just stand in there for a while. And then, well, yeah, wait for somebody else. But if the person pushes the button on the floor that you're on, I guess you could be like, yeah, I just came downstairs. I was thinking, like, you're going to be like, what have you been doing in here?
It would be a little weird if they got on and they're just like, what are you doing? Like, what floor are you going to? Like, I don't know.
Yeah. Floor. See ya. Just get off. Yeah, just go chill in the elevator.
After you put Malio, can you bring us some Tylenol from the medicine cabinet? I mean, it's gonna be a while. Or a little bit, yeah. Like, why don't you just go down and grab some Tylenol while you're up? So that, you know, you can get rid of your headache now. Wouldn't that make more sense? You don't have to put the dog out. I can still do that, but, you know, at least go get some Tylenol and take care of yourself.
You might not have been able to hear me because I was whispering. The chat, my stream could probably hear me because the microphone's right in front of my mouth. But the whole time you were doing that, I was like, "Why are you saying that? What's wrong with you?"
No, it was just.
You just said that.
I'm just wondering why wouldn't you go get Tylenol now instead of waiting an hour with like sitting with a headache for an hour?
Oh, I 100% agree with you.
Yeah.
I frequently get requests to do things that.
Like, I have no problem bringing up the Tylenol in an hour for you, but I'm just saying, like, if you've got a headache, like, take care of the headache. Trust me, they suck. Better to nip it in the bud than let it sit there for an hour.
Like my timer didn't go off to tell me to switch the laundry over. Got changed.
Night, Holly. Oh, I just got stomped on by a ponytail. I hate elevators when I was younger. I was in one and I got stuck halfway up. Now I won't go in one. Oh no.
Yeah, that could be a scary experience. I feel like if you could convince yourself that it's just stuck and it's not that big of a deal, then it wouldn't be so bad. But I think that I would have an issue being in a stuck elevator and not
it's gonna fall.
Intrusive thoughts saying that it's gonna fall.
Yeah. That's it. This is the end. We're falling all the way down.
By the way, if you're ever falling in an elevator, the go-to move is to lay down flat on the bottom. I think.
You think?
Is it jumping? Oh,
No, definitely not jumping.
You're supposed to jump right before it hits the bottom.
You don't know where the bottom is.
Sure you do. You watch the lights on the thing. It's like tick, 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 tick.
Yeah, but how many sublevels are there?
I don't know.
Exactly.
guess that depends on. Yeah, you need to know every building. So every building you go into, you need
Make
to
sure you get the blueprints.
right away.
Yeah. First things first, before I even check in, I need to see the blueprints.
Yeah, like ahead of time, ask them to send you like, I need my itinerary and I need the blueprints for every building I'm going into.
Goodness gracious.
I remember researching it one time, and it was one of those.
I'm pretty sure it is laying flat.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
But you have to do something with your head, or else you end up just
Well,
like
the problem is if your head
destroying your
is
skull.
not flat against the floor, and it would bounce off the floor once you hit.
I think you have to like
Yes,
lock your
yeah,
hands
not
behind
bad,
your
yeah.
head so you don't obliterate your skull.
Maybe. Or if you had a coat, that would probably be handy too, right? Roll it up under your head like a pillow. And then cross your hands. Do
I
all-
mean,
do
you're.
both.
I mean, you're falling. The elevator's falling. I don't think you have a lot of time. But yeah, like,
using like different articles of clothing for things. I got like both socks off over my hands.
it's straight out of Looney Tunes. They're just like like falling to the air, folding
That's
clothes.
Make a sign.
Help.
Help.
Yeah. I mean, that's how the people have survived falls. Well, they're parachuting, right? But like, and the parachute doesn't open. Is they land flat.
Like not the way to do it though.
Yeah, definitely bring a proper parachute, but
It's a little bit different.
and
I
it's
would go feet first. Like definitely you're gonna break your legs, but then your head is the furthest thing away from the ground. But I guess in an elevator, that's a similar experience. I don't know.
I mean, the odds that you're actually going to survive a fall from a plane with no parachute, or with a faulty parachute, are not good.
No, they're not at all.
But it has happened before.
Yeah, I've heard of it. And then, did you see the guy that did it like as like a stunt? He like dove into a bunch of like cardboard boxes or something.
Oh.
Like jumped out of an airplane without a parachute with like one of those like glider suits.
Oh no. You can get going real quick with those suits.
Yeah.
It's like every time I go on a plane with my brother, he always says, "We are dead. We're gonna run out of fuel, or lightning going to hit us." And he has hit us. No, I'm afraid of planes. I don't like landing with the plane. I don't mind flying, but landing is always a struggle for me. It always makes me very anxious because of, you know, landing conditions have not always been great. Hey, Albert. Not a whole lot's going on. Just hanging out, playing some Pokemon.
We must look silly standing here like this. I'm glad you guys are so self-aware.
Self-awareness is key.
You do look silly standing there like that. Let me tell you. Pikachu, your Thundershock is not doing the job, dude. Need something better. You learn a new electric type move real soon.
Did you know that in the Pokemon card game, Thunder also damages the attacker?
Did not know that.
I learned that when I was watching people rip Pokemon cards. Like the card packs. How have you been doing, Albert? How's your new job?
I feel like we need to get Pikachu away from this Rattata, or we could be experiencing a
Hyperfang situation.
be real bad.
Did you and Albert pick a day for the Gummy Bear Challenge? Yes, I did. December 30th, 2152.
Did you see when Taylor did is that the hottest gummy worm thing?
Yeah, how hot is Gummy Bear?
Man. It didn't look good.
No. It's like 3.5 times hotter than the trip that I did. Like, no, thank you.
Okay. He got up and left the camera to go throw up.
Exactly,
because it surprised me.
Because like could chew it all so that it's easier to digest, or you could just swallow it, and then you've got this burning little gummy in your stomach. Yeah, this is gonna burn a hole in your everything. It's like dropping a lightsaber vertically. It's gonna fall straight through you.
Yeah. That's what I tried to do with the hot sauce that I had on stream the one day. I was like, if I skip my mouth, if I could just pour it directly into my throat, then I'll be better off.
Yeah.
Then I got those like crazy hiccups.
Right. Never saw it. I must look it up sometime. Did you not? You didn't see my chip challenge? Because you're the reason why I did that. You said you'd give me $1,000 if I did it. I'm almost positive you saw it. Steve didn't tell me you were streaming till now. I mean, it's not Steve's job to tell you that I'm streaming. I mean, I stream on 3 platforms and all of them have notifications, and I've got notifications in my Discord. So there's 4 places to get notifications about my stream. So if you aren't notified about my stream, that's a you problem.
Albert's saying he needs like
the gummy bear one. I was gonna say, I'm almost positive you've seen it before.
We're almost at 11.
I need to get this Kabuto to a Kabutops because his health situation right now is low. He doesn't have. Yeah, it's relatively like if I ever to right now it says he's level 35 and he's got 75 HP. Ninetales is level 36 and it's 103. So I don't know what it'll be like when he's evolved. But he's got 72 defense and what does Fox or Ninetales have? Ninetales also has 72 defense. So he will not do well. He will faint. Almost 27 hours watched since I've implemented the chatbot.
I told Renee was down here looking at my chat commands, and she's like, "What's a power alert?" I was explaining to her about your little app thing or whatever.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh, so he's cheating?" And I was like,
Hey, I have to open the stream on my computer in order for it to actually work.
And then
It's like I'm sitting at like 28,000 channel points right now.
Hendrix lost his school tonight. He just came to apologize. Those are always interesting. You know, and yeah, I don't know how else to say it, but that's something to be thankful for. Apologizing is not easy. It is a hard thing to do. I hate, like, it's hard to apologize. It's not human nature.
Thank you, Oakland Baby 82 for the raid. I appreciate that.
Put on him for that, as he's trying to apologize, but also tries to defend himself at the same time. Yeah, human nature thing, I guess, right? It's hard to take full blame for things sometimes, but thankful that he does.
Critical. Bubble beam.
And at the same time, if you can forgive him, then that's also a huge thing, because forgiving people also isn't, I don't think, human nature, first nature, second nature, I guess some people would say. Like, hard thing to do sometimes.
Mm-hmm. I had a pretty good sermon on forgiveness, I was told.
You did. People should go listen to it.
Yeah, I can send you the link, Tanya, if you need it.
I want to know what these things are. Anybody got any ideas? Like, what in the world? Like,
They look like bell sprouts almost.
the flowers.
They're unalive bell
Barrels.
sprouts.
I don't know about these like oil barrels or whatever they are that they've
Oh.
littered across the
Oh,
world.
those.
Blocking stuff off. It's like, you know what? We got a lot of excess oil. Batteries.
we are rich in oil, so
They've got little plus signs on the side, so it could be batteries or like just monuments to Swedish people. Maybe they're stones. The like cross on them.
poison
But they've got
gas.
tombstones
Alright,
in
we're
the tower
poison.
that have crosses on them.
Alright, critical
I
hit,
wonder if
please.
anybody's ever questioned that before.
Yeah. Use minimize. Oh, thank goodness. Use minimize.
I forgive
I missed.
20 years times over. 20 years times over. That's a lot.
Oh, it just sounds like you're bragging. Maybe
type over?
maybe I need a sermon on humility now.
Is that a type over, or is it supposed to be like 70 times? 70, oh, like 7 times 70 kind of thing? Is that what you mean? Perspective is a thing. I'll use a little bit of that.
No, it did not work. I was looking at your message, David. I was like, what the heck is that? I looked at it on my tablet, and then I looked at it on the actual, like I looked at it in my restream chat. I looked at it on my tablet. I looked at it on the YouTube chat, and I was just like, what is going on?
Looks like it should spell something, but it's not on enough lines or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I and I have been married for 19 years this July. Wow.
Yeah.
Married couple.
It was meant to say like. Oh. Was it now?
Ooh, excuse me.
That's interesting.
Super nerd center. Way to go, Hendrix. I thought Holly was going to bed. Couldn't sleep, Holly? Here ya. Wait, no, I don't. Why did I even say that? I don't hear ya. I fall asleep very quickly, all the time. That was very effective. We'll just switch Pokemon. Going back and fighting lower level Pokemon to level up Pikachu strategy is not working out very well.
No.
Need to eat something before I take Tylenol or I get stomach ulcers. Yeah. Sorry.
I was gonna ask something, but I decided not to.
I'm intrigued though.
Intrigued. What do you mean? What my question?
Yeah, what your question?
Yeah.
Oh no. I like meter and I collect them too.
Oh no, I hit A too many times. I was just spamming it. Alright. My computer's at level 35. It didn't work again, David. It doesn't. No, it doesn't want to work. It looks like you're just sending hieroglyphics in chat.
Didn't realize Neat Arena looks so much like a pig.
Yeah, it's actually
It's been
really
a long
funny.
time since I've seen that.
Here, pick.
I almost thought that my game was like glitched, or like I'm starting to think like there have been certain things that have happened in this game that keep making me think that I've got like a hacked ROM or something, but I'm actually playing a real cartridge.
That's funny, Tanya.
Learn Lear at level 32. So many interesting moments in our 19 years, like when we're in the 3rd year of our marriage. I almost read that wrong. When we're in our 3rd marriage. I said, you know how they say the first year is the hardest? I think it's our 3rd year. I said, we're in our 3rd year. Do you want me to make it harder? Oh, goodness.
That's funny.
Yeah, you wait till the 4th year to say that, don't you?
Yeah, you at least wait until the hard year is over. That way you're on the other side of it.
Grown.
That worked, David.
Alright, I'm gonna turn around in a second here and find out what that says now.
It doesn't say anything. He did a shrugging guy.
Okay, bye for real this time. See ya, Holly.
Bye, Holly.
Oh, I'm gonna save here.
Burned. Come on, around the corner, please. Thank you.
Badge, but I wanna have a fire type Pokemon before I go fight the Leaf. I don't need. I shouldn't worry about that. I'm probably putting too much stress on myself worrying about that. I can just go in and use my Venusaur to wipe everyone out.
Venusaur!
I mean Venusaur.
Oh, my knee! I mean, Venusaur! Oh my goodness. I need to get Zapdos. He'll be my flying type. So no drill pack, fly. Hopefully thunder. And I've got a thunderbolt that can teach him if he doesn't know that.
Well, let's pull up the prayer request list here. Any additions, anybody, for our prayer request list, or
I'm moving.
page reports?
I guess that's a
already.
prayer request and praise report.
I haven't said you're looking for a list. Maybe I haven't updated that to say that you found it. Right?
Got Xbox Elite Series 2 core controller, but I can't control the aim and I need to really push the buttons for them to work. Is that normal? Do I need time to break in? No.
Okay, Tanya, thank you. We've got Luke Baby William on the list there.
No, I'd say having to really push the buttons is not normal. Have you changed the stick tension on it yet? That helps. If there's any stick drift,
It's a good one though.
that would be a problem.
It went well, I take it. Overall, all in all. The Asselstein family. Okay.
Because you can change the stick tension on the core. I believe it comes with the thing to do that. You just
Stop.
you just pop these off, and then you can put a little tool in there and tighten up the stick tension, and that'll help with aiming. You can also use the Xbox accessories app, and you can like change how the aiming works. At least see if it's set up properly. I think I've got mine linear, like so that it's what you do with the controller is
His name was
precise.
Don, right? And your friend who lost her mom is still struggling with those emotions. Your neighbor. Okay, we got our prayer requests updated. Did I leave you here? Oh, you're still here.
Yeah, I'm here.
I don't know why I asked if you were still here. Oh, no, because I said something about youth convention. Said it went well. I take it.
Oh, yes, it did. Went very well.
Great. For cadence, will do. For sleep, for anything specific. Oh.
Yeah, definitely look at the app. You can change some settings on there. You can set up presets and whatnot.
Favorite head again?
So
This is just leftover. She's still dealing with that. Okay. It's been an ongoing thing. Gotcha. Okay. I didn't realize that. Okay, for sure. We'll definitely check that. Into camp, she was scared to go. Sucks. Oh, at Lakeshore? Or do you guys also do... You guys go to KOA? I don't know if that's different. Do they do like a kids camp program there, or is KOA just like a self-regulated kind of place where you go and do your own thing? Because of how people are
Kids sometimes suck. Like they just
Yeah.
they don't know.
Kids
They're
are, yeah, kids are very brutal to each other without realizing it.
like I want to believe that like no one there at the camp would be rude on purpose or harsh or anything like that, but they just say what they think. They're like, your hair looks funny. And it's not personal, it's just observation. You know? Sucks. Okay. Hold on. And if there's nothing else, we will jump into prayer time. Lake Shore. Gotcha. Back Shore Lake. But she's amazing. She was like, I think they just didn't know how to talk to me and felt shy to talk to me. Yeah, well, she's probably right. That sounds pretty accurate. All right. Dear God, we just once again bring our needs before you, God. We want to just remember all of our friends here with different requests. We have lots of various things between people with cancer diagnosis and other physical needs. God, we just pray that you would reach down and touch them. For the two young girls there with their issues, for Dave and Bob and Marin who are battling cancer, for Harry's headaches and doctor's appointment visits and things like that. Lord, we just pray that you have your hand in all of those situations and that you're moving and using them to towards a purpose, God, that we might not be able to see, but that is good and pleasing to you and glorifying to you, and will touch people's lives. We want to remember Tanya's dad, who's improving, and we just pray for complete recovery there. But we praise you, God, for him recovering from a tear in his stomach. For Pants and Guapo, we want to remember just to pray for them, for their walk with you, that you would just provide them with wise people to give them counsel and to teach them more about you, God. We want to remember as well Anton, who's been deployed in the military, that is going off overseas or wherever, Lord, and we just pray for their family and their friends, that they wouldn't worry, that you would give them peace and strength to go through this difficult time away from their friend and family. Thinking of the Asselstein family who lost a member of their family, their father, grandfather, husband, one who passed away last week. Pray, God, that you would touch their hearts, give them peace, let them know that he's with you, and we just pray, God, that they would have good memories and just have a easier time knowing that that Don was a believer, and knowing that he loved you and you loved him, and that they can get solace in that fact, and just give them that. I pray for he struggles with emotions and difficulty and confidence issues after being reacted to kind of in an off-putting way from friends and other kids around. That just pray that you just keep that wisdom to see that kids aren't necessarily out there to hurt or be bad. They're just struggling themselves and learning and going through life and floating through life, and sometimes saying what they think without thinking other times, and we just
pray that you would just give her peace and comfort and strength and courage to just continue on and keep doing those brave things that she does, like shaving her head to help her friend feel better as she struggles with cancer. We want to pray for the fruit of the Spirit to be more evident in our lives. We want to pray for parents and people supporting kids with unique needs, teachers and grandparents and other guardians and things like that. We want to pray for opportunities to bless people, and we just want to pray, God, that you would bless us in our mission here to feed your sheep, God, to bless others and teach and worship together and fellowship and just struggle through this life together and support each other. And thank you for the opportunity to do this all the time. And pray that we would all have a good night's sleep and a great day tomorrow. Baby William, for Baby William, that you would heal, work in that situation, that would work out well and glorify you as well, Lord. Amen. Perfect. Nobody is, Tanya. It's one of those things people struggle to realize, I think. Not you, I mean, but just like humans as a whole. They get these pictures in their head of other people being perfect, or maybe people inflate their ego so much, maybe they're raised in such a way that they begin to believe that they're almost perfect, and we start to get issues out of that. But sooner or later people realize it. He's perfect. We're all just struggling along together. Ramble. All right.
All right. Good stream.
Good stream. Good stream. Thanks. Thanks, guys. See you later, Harry.
Yeah. Next time
I don't
I'll.
see you as much now. We don't have kids club on Wednesdays.
I know. But I'll be moving soon, so we might just see each other more. But you also have the trailer that you'll be going to a little more frequently. So
I see what you're saying, Tanya. You just don't want it to seem like you're pointing finger at other kids, like as the ones to blame in the situation. I hear you. No, it's alright. Yeah, come to town. We'll get some nuggets. I mean, I go up to the camp for like 2 weeks out of the summer, but the rest of the summer I'm here at home
yeah.
myself.
So maybe we will get to hang out.
Yeah, lots of nuggets. Sure.
I'm I have to get a new desk for the house, because the desk I have in the basement right now just isn't gonna work with our new place. It's just too big, and I don't have use of the basement for my stream. So I had to put my setup in the living room. Which is a problem for this big desk, because this desk is 6 feet by 3 feet.
It almost sounds like mine. Oh no, it doesn't, because mine's like double that length. I built mine so that it went from wall to wall in my basement.
Yeah.
In one corner. And I just actually laid planks on top of a regular desk. Like I had a corner desk that someone gave me.
Yeah.
I just took everything off the top and screwed a bunch of like 11-foot plank boards on top.
Yeah.
It and punished it.
Yes.
Yeah, there's not really anywhere else in the house I could put it.
So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take it to work, get rid of that rickety old desk that's in my office, because this is still a good desk. It's big and it won't fit in my new house. So I figure if I have a a decent desk, then at work I'll have. I mean, there's so much space on it. It's wild how much space is actually on this desk.
Don't keep my desk clean. He says, but he goes to camp on weekends. I do most weekends, yeah. Not every weekend, though. Sometimes I'm like, you know what? It's not going to work out. I've got church, or I've got this, or I've got that, and I might as well just stay home for the weekend.
Yeah.
Happens.
Like Tanya, I've got 3 monitors that span across the entire length of the desk, and then I've got a gigantic computer on the one end, and like there's still like, and it holds all of that. It is
Still room.
it is absolutely massive. Like it is a
At one point-
huge tower, like, for my computer monitor.
I had my setup at one point on a desk that was like 4 feet by like 2 feet. Like I had a monitor and a laptop, and that was pretty much my setup for a few years.
Yeah, that was basically
It's
what I did.
crazy.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you a picture, Tanya.
I'm gonna shut my stream down now.
Okay.
Well, good night, everyone. Thanks. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. Go later. Send in the picture. Messenger.
Yeah. I might have to get up to send it, to be honest. All right, I'm gonna end my stream too, guys. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you guys later. You guys stay blessed. Peace.